Okay, let me press the live button with my crazy self. I've been working, you guys, just because I haven't been on. I've been taking that time to really just kind of invest in, our live streaming setup. Thank you, Rosalind, getting everything together and just making sure that I am becoming more professional as I continue to elevate and just continue to build my brand as an individual. You know what I mean? So, hi YouTube, welcome on in. I hope you guys like the new setup. If you have, hey Lady Lando, if you guys have another device, please take it over to the YouTube. So if you have another device, you can sit it in there so that we can get ours in case TikTok is not here. In a couple of months, we have an easy transition. And also two, if you don't have another device, go check it out real quick and let me know what you think. It has a brand new setup. And yeah, kind of let me guys know over there in the thoughts, oh my god, um yes, please send your daily heart me, let me know what you guys think. Okay, so I'm gonna tell the Discord. Sorry you guys, I'm doing a lot of things at once. Telling we're live family. um all right, so I did that. Hey Chris, how are you? Tonight we're talking about, so we can bring up in, I know we're not doing anything crazy, so we appreciate any and all donations. I doubt if we have somebody up here that anybody wants to kick. Um and that's fine too, because we love to have the conversations, right? We love to have the conversations. And when we get to 10K, we'll start bringing people up. And I want to know, free to be me. I want to know you guys' input on, like, how do you feel like we lost the plot? Where do you feel like we lost the plot at? That's what I need to do. Check YouTube so I can see if it's working. Let me see if it's working. If it's fuck me, then fuck you. Oh, it is. Now I look a little whitewashed out. I don't know about that. Should we put a filter on or something? I look a little crazy. Um, yes. But yeah, if you guys check out the YouTube new setup, let me know what you think about it. Let me see. Maybe that's it. Thank you, Catherine. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. YouTube and Twitch make me look like, I know. That's what I'm like. I look like a fucking ghost. I look washed out. I mean, on here it looks like crisp, and then on there it looks crazy. But guess what, you guys? The other day, about a week ago, well, the other day, I ordered a new computer because I have a MacBook, and a friend of mine, Kiara, shout out to Kiara, sent me a way that I could do it on my MacBook. But I'm like, I can write it off as a write off. I don't have that much space on my MacBook, so I didn't know if I was going to be able to handle the software, the bandwidth to be able to do it, and I didn't want to waste the money. So I ordered a new computer, new monitor. I ordered a new desk. Eventually, I'm going to need a new mic. But I guess few things at a time, because the desk that I'm in right now is literally like right outside. It ends like right here. Like it's right here. The desk is so small and I have so much shit right here. Yes, please W Kiara. She be knowing her shit too. Um the desk is so fucking small, right? And so I ordered a new L desk, in which I've been looking for about since February, since March 1st, April, May, about 2 months. I looked on Facebook Market, Craigslist, OfferUp, Amazon. I just couldn't decide on the right one. So I finally just fucking said, I'm deciding, right? So professional. Thank you, Allie. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get better. I'm getting better and better and better and better. Thank you over there on YouTube. I appreciate you. Um and so I'm, elevating the experience. Come on with the Chris Ray. Chris Ray, y'all drop some coconuts for the Chris Ray. Thank you. Welcome in, you guys. So working on getting it better and better. Hey Tiffany. And just elevating, putting time into this, because we are going to begin to also to expand on our conversations, expand on our topics, and really begin to dig deep. You know what I mean? Who, me? Oh shit. My bad, you guys. This is the only thing. At 5 o'clock, at 10 o'clock. Free! Thank you for the what colorism is trying to sabotage us. Hold on. First of all, colorism has been tried to sabotage us. And it is a thing that still exists to this moment. So please drop some coconuts for free for also starting our goal for the night. We are at 333. I wish I could change it on here, but we're at 333. Let me see. Let me see. Free just donated. So that put us down to 328. Thank you so much, Free. Drop some coconuts for free. But she is absolutely right. And I think that's a great topic to have also too in the future. If you guys even want to twin. Don't. That's my twin in there. How you doing, twin? How you feeling tonight? Thank you for the galaxy. Take me out of space, okay? Because it is ghetto down here on Earth. It is ghetto as fuck down here in Earth. Yes, thank you for the Chris Ray. Thank you all for being here. I think we're gonna just continue to dig deeper into the specific topics, some of the specific executive orders and the things that Donald Trump has done opposed to voters' remorse. At this point, if you don't have voters' remorse, you're fucking sick. You're not probably gonna get it. You know what I mean? There's no way that none of the shit that he is doing is not affecting you. Drop some coconuts for Abby in the chat because Abby is a subscriber. Even Abby knows that they are not like us. Oh yeah, other good thing, you guys. Once I get my computer tomorrow and I get all set up, guess what? The sounds are coming back. I miss all of the sounds. The she's a runner, she's a Jackson. The not like us, they not like us, the let's go. All of the sounds that we had before are coming back. The only reason I can't do it now is because I use my computer to host out to what's that called? To TikTok and not TikTok, YouTube and Twitch. So I can't use the sounds here because I have to keep it on mute. So I don't hear all the backplay. Your lives bring a huge smile to my face every time. Thank you, Chris. I'm trying, I've always wanted to do anything but spread love. Yes, I've seen everything that has something to do with everything. This entire week has been particularly draining, and I'm not even like, I didn't necessarily go on the tour, but I feel like it pulls a lot of emotion. So it's just like, I just want to go to sleep. I just want to do this, and also sick of just arguing with MAGA on top of that. Yeah, I feel like it's been a much needed break. But even though, hey Raji, how you doing? Again, like I said, I've been investing in working on like our YouTube setup, our Twitch setup while we wait, and and thinking about like, I love you. And thinking about like, oh Abby, also too, Naquan, when he gets in here, please add him and he'll send you the link to our Discord. It's just impossible. Hey Ria, for me to do all of the things. And yeah, we're just going to continue to deep dive into deeper topics and conversations about what this means. And also, too, we have special elections coming up, right? Next year, we have our midterms. If you're in Mississippi, the local elections are coming up in June. So I think it's really time to start buckling down on who's having oh, my bad, y'all. I forgot again. Hold on. At 10 o'clock, my phone automatically goes to do not disturb, and it should be in streaming mode. And streaming mode allows me to get only certain notifications. And that's why I missed the Cash App. So thank you so much, Free, for reminding me. And thank you for, starting to knock down that goal. Shin over on YouTube, thank you so much. I appreciate the coconut and palm trees. Okay, I think we're good there. Chat. I have been watching videos about a big creator and it's crazy out there, y'all. It is crazy out there, y'all. And that's why I just say, be the change you want to see. Just be the change you want to see. You can't really put too much into, others. Like, we are a community, but you got to understand we are all human. People make mistakes. Some people are a little bit more egregious than others, but I feel like some people knew we have like hey Glitzy, we have our red flags, we have our spidey senses. Hey, 1 a.m. Shin sent me. Shout out to Shin. Drop some coconuts for Shin in the chat, you guys. Thank you for bringing your friends over to YouTube as well. I appreciate that. Let me drop some coconuts in here. Twitch, if you're in here, welcome in as well. Yes, 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 yes. We love her. Yes, thank you. We get the daily heart me. Hey, Jessica. Hey, Evelyn. And I just kind of like, I just want to see, we need, reset gift goal. Yeah. I wish one of my mods could do that. They don't have a thing where mods are able to have access to that. So let's see what our next gift goal is. Let's do 25 hearts, and then we'll move on to kisses, and then we'll move on to happy Fridays. I wonder what a space dog looks like. I wonder what a space dog. And then we'll move on to a space dog later on because I want to know what that is. Let me see. Spread. Y'all, I'm just not gonna lie. It's been a hell of a spread love. So what we're gonna do tonight is we're gonna talk about have we lost the plot in debate talk. Is debate talk like is this it's been a week, right? Have we lost the plot? Give me 1 second because I also had thank you, Glitz. Come on, Glitzy. Thank you for the heart. I hope you're feeling better, baby. Has debate talk ever changed your have you ever changed your mind because of debate talk? Is it helping us or is it hurting us? Is it bringing us together or is it tearing us apart? I would just love to know your thoughts. And can't debate people not grounded in facts. That part. But do you feel like even the creators, do you feel like we have lost the plot? You know what I mean? What are we doing? Have we forgotten about what the mission is, or are we just trying to like what's going on? So I'm gonna bring you guys up one at a time, just for now. To be honest, hold on. What was the first part?
What?
Thank you, Carla. Thank you guys for the hearts. Hello,
Hey,
hey Ria, how you feeling?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. I can't complain. Happy to be back. Literally, I threw coconuts. Thank you.
We missed you the whole week. I was like, when is she gonna go live?
Baby, wasn't nobody gonna be in here.
This week was so
Everybody
hectic.
has been in somebody's live stream trying to get somebody's story or eat up somebody's tea. Because we again don't underestimate how much people love chaos. And that's on the left, right, in the middle, in the center, or whatever. Hey Brandy, how you been, love? So let's just not underestimate, and not even just that. A lot of these people are our friends, foes, a lot of people that, we've looked up to or respected, and things have changed. So you want to know more about them. You want to know more about their choices. You want to know more about the story. You want to get the full effect, especially if you donated money. Dr. Rhapsody, thank you. You're there because people are there for all different types of reasons. And every day that you think, oh, it's over, you wake up and it's something new.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Yeah, 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 exactly. And I feel like there are also too some people just kind of keep dragging it on, like, for their own purpose reasons, probably for the reasons that they went on the fucking tour, but that's their prerogative.
Me and Glitzy Girl have been DMing each other on Discord back and forth. What's happening next? What did you find? What did you find?
I'm guilty of wanting to see, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Right, Keller. And obviously I was there too, but like again, I say some of these people are my friends. You want to know if you know situations have been rectified. You want to know, and plus you don't really want to go on the hearsay. You want to hear it from the horse's mouth. So when the horse is going live, not calling my friends horses or anybody a horse for that matter, you want to hear it straight from them and what they said, and you don't want to be like, oh, he said, she said. But it gets crazier and crazier every day. And I feel like it's been going on so long that put in the work before you sip the tea, right? And then I just feel like it's been going on so long. Like, have we lost the plot? And I feel like we were low key losing the plot before we got to the Unfuck America tour.
I agree.
Honestly, thank you, love. Yes.
Real quick
So,
before, I know this is not a Trump lie, but Chris decided to blind me with this, so I thought I'd do it to your people as well. This is Trump's new Truth Social post.
You got to be fucking kidding me.
Oh, I'm not.
Hold on, because I have a y'all. This cannot be serious. Donald Trump has lost the plot.
Yes.
Donald Trump has lost the plot. That should have been the fucking topic. Has Donald Trump lost the plot? Well, a horse is a horse, of course, of course. Okay, you know, well, a horse is a horse. You know what I'm saying? And I do
Yeah.
like to
I
hear a
know we
horse
got
neigh.
debate talk, but I just thought I'd have to show that to you.
Yo, hold on 1 second because truth, so social. So in my Discord, you guys under Trump rants, there's a link called trumpstruth.org, and it's pretty much a link. It's a website where this guy just posts all of Donald Trump's um truth rants or truth social, his posts.
Like,
And
y'all,
that's when I
I'm
was like,
sorry.
well,
What is this? What goes through your process?
you couldn't even stay awake at the funeral. It was giving you was trying to join him. Okay, the fuck, y'all. This can't be real. This can't be our president. How does Megan? That's what I said. You know what I said? I said at this point, if you still support um Donald Trump, or you don't have, you're shitting at the funeral. You already given and aftermath. At this point, if you're not having voters remorse and you're still a Donald Trump supporter, you're just sick. There's just something seriously wrong with you. You can't get out. You're on your way to drink the juice. I ain't gonna say which comment I agree to, but I agree, my brother. He's just joking. Exactly. Every single time I say he's just joking, Susie McClusie. Yeah, he's just joking. That's all. No, this is still fucking a Trump. We can definitely talk about Trump because I was thinking also too moving forward, we can change topics. Like we can go hour for hour, like this one, and then I also wanted to talk about Sinners. Put a one in the chat if you have saw the movie Sinners,
I have not.
because I think at the next hour, at the top of the hour, or the next hour, we are going to talk about that, depending on how many people have saw it. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna change the background in about an hour. We'll get into this and then no spoilers. I'll let you know midnight before we get into that. Maybe that'll be the last hour so we don't, because there will be spoilers. We will, because I went to talking about the depth of it, the movie, the meaning and some scenes and like how you feel the message that he was trying to portray. I feel like it was really, really deep. No, Tasha. So as soon before we get into it, I'll tell everybody about it. Do you watch True? Have you ever seen True Blood or Twilight stuff? Yeah, it's a really fucking good movie. So before we get into it, I'll let everybody know. Maybe it'll be the last hour then, because it will be spoilers. So I'll tell you guys ahead of time, just so you know it doesn't I don't give you guys any spoilers, right? Sinners, Nikki. How you doing, Nick? Yes, you guys. Again, if you have another phone, put it into the YouTube. We have a brand new setup. I would love to know you guys' feedback. Honey, Trump lost the plot in the 80s. Trump never had the plot. Closest he had to the plot was a plucking plantation, okay? Hey, honey, miss you too, you guys. This week has been draining. I feel like for everybody. You know what I mean? It's been a draining week. Just exhaustion. Just, you know, I love and I know life and it teaches us lessons and these lessons don't always be easy. They make us uncomfortable. And because you're at a certain level of healing and you want other people to be, but they have to live their life a certain way. They have to go through their own trials and tribulations to get to the other side. And it's hard to say like, oh, I don't know him. I don't know him either.
I will
I
say
love
I
you, my
have
queen. Love
learned
you too,
a
Rhea.
lot.
Thank you for coming over there. I
Oh,
appreciate
you're
you.
welcome.
What do you
I
think
will
about
say,
the new setup over there?
ooh, it's nice.
Thank you. I got it
I will
like a
say
new
I
old.
have learned a lot, not just about like the creators, but how to approach things in the future. Like even though I've
Mm-hmm.
not been involved in this, I have learned quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And that a lot of people need to start taking accountability
Mm-hmm.
and get ahead of things because now it's just like to the public eye, not naming names, but when you apologize after the fact or after an outcry that's happening, then
Mm-hmm.
it just seems like all you're trying to do is save your image and that you don't
Mm-hmm.
actually feel sorry about it. So I think the biggest thing I've learned this week is to always get in front of it and to always take accountability before you do anything else.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And you're right in everything that you just said. Thank you guys for tapping the screen and giving me those daily heartbeats. I appreciate you. Um, Taking accountability is key. And taking accountability is not just saying, I'm sorry, because also to change behavior, but like being honest in your intention or what your intention was or why you did it or in your apology. Because people going like, why would you do that? And sometimes your answer may seem like people blanket the answer to not seem like a fucked up person, but we're all human and we all have a little bit of vanity. We all get, whatever. Sometimes we get sidetracked. Things happen in your life that prompt certain decisions. And I feel like just being honest about what those are, people can understand and people respect honesty and the thing about a lie is it has holes. It only prompts more questions. You know,
100%.
um, the more you tell the truth, the less questions there are. Like, I can get that, I understand that, or I can see that, or damn that, and they may say, "Damn, that's fucked up. You're fucked up for doing it." I'm like, "Damn, I'm sorry. I thought this," or whatever the case may be. But I feel like the honesty is the most important part of the accountability. Because some people are like, I've seen people be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. I won't do it again." And they think that's just taking accountability, which lets me know you're gonna do it. Like, what are you sorry for? And why did you do it? And like you said, Ria, getting in front of it immediately. Speaking out immediately because, being an afterthought just feels like, I'm just trying to save. So you're absolutely right. If anybody has learned anything, and I feel like some of them have learned because, when given the opportunity to, they were, stepping in front of it, addressing it immediately. And I think that shows to, what you learned and your character as you've grown over this last past couple of, as people have grown over these last past couple of weeks. So I can appreciate it. Now, what made you feel like people were starting to lose the plot even before the Unfuck America tour?
Before, I think there was just so much divisiveness going around about whether the tour should happen, and then suddenly just being really rude to each other if somebody disagreed with what you thought about the tour.
Mhm.
And I don't want to name names just because I am friends with a lot of these people and I don't think it's
Mhm.
right,
No, you
but
don't. I
there,
don't. You don't. I don't recommend it. You
yeah, there
definitely
were
don't have
certain
to. Hey,
people
Sag.
who were feeling hatred towards another or putting down other people simply because they disagreed with their views. And we
Mhm.
weren't uplifting one another, we weren't respecting one another's views. And essentially, that I think, even before the tour happened, we started to break
Mhm.
apart. And we're no longer something that can stand up to MAGA, and we need to be because
Mhm.
midterms are coming around quicker than anything else. And if we, as the left side of TikTok, don't get our act together, then we're going to be living even more years under Trump's regime. And it's not okay. And it's just like we have simply lost the plot in terms of being respectful, being
Mhm.
understanding, and even if you disagree with someone's views, to be mature in the way you say that.
I agree. I agree. I feel like we all have to know that, especially here on the left, we're definitely more free thinking, more critical thinking, more individual thinking, more intelligent. We have different higher educations, like in different areas, we have to understand that we're not a monolith. We don't all think the same because we don't have groupthink as they have over on the left, right? They all just take commands. They all just say whatever Donald Trump says. They literally coming here with the same talking points, drill baby drill. My eggs are too high. Whatever PDF they get in that Discord is what they fucking repeat, right? They are a group think. They just go, and we're not a group think. And that's okay. We have to understand that we all have different opinions, and it's okay to give feedback. It's okay to critique. Everybody's not going to feel the same way. And it doesn't mean that we have to fight. It doesn't mean it's not like we're voting against your rights, you know? It's not like we're saying you
Exactly.
don't deserve to exist. It's not like we're saying white power. You know what I mean? Drunk is
I think
king. Oh my
what makes
bad. Wrong lock. I'll fucking holler and do something. I am hollering. Uh
I think what makes us different is the fact that the right like they're so mind numbing into the manipulation that they just simply believe it. Whereas on the left, we challenge each other, we force each other to grow and to challenge
mhm.
our views. But that also is what leads to our downfall because then we're being too challenging, we're being too divisive to the point where we can't unite over anything. So I feel like that is like
And
both our savior and our downfall.
and I definitely understand what you're saying, and I agree to an extent, and I agree 'cause that's what's been happening. But I feel like we also need to understand that we can challenge each other. You often find yourself when you fall short. You often discover even deeper parts of yourself when you fall short, when you take that accountability and you allow yourself to grow, when you begin to ask why did I do that, why is that, like go deeper into the whys. It's also always usually stemmed from something deeper, most of the time stemming in childhood, for that drives the decisions that you make. But you often find yourself more of yourself when you fall short. So it's okay for us to challenge each other because, again, like you said, it allows us to grow. Hey, thank you for the $2 for I missed you and I've been cheating on you. I'm sorry. It's okay. We in an open relationship, y'all. Thank you, do something. Thank you for the $2 dono. Starting to knock down that goal. Maybe who's next, y'all? Let's start working on that. I appreciate you. It's been a while since we've been here, so um but I think that we usually we most of the time when we fall short and we take accountability, it's an opportunity to grow. And like you say, we challenge each other, so it pushes us to grow. And growth is needed, and growth is good because um it just shows how stagnant the right is. Like some of them are still in like a third grade education, because nobody is pushing anybody to be better. Nobody is holding anyone accountable. No one is challenging them to critically think because they know if I keep you at this certain level, you're more likely to do what I say instead of come back and challenge me. So I can tell you whatever I want to tell you, whether it's truth or not, and you're most likely going to do it. So, and that's why they try to keep them dumb. Hey, Tiana. Hey, darling. Thank you guys for sharing the live.
100%.
Um, oh yeah, we have 23 shares. If we 36 shares. If you don't mind, if everybody can share to like 10 people right now, it's 200 of us. That'd be like 2,000 shares, right? Right? It's 200 of time. Yeah, yeah. Let me do that right now. Let me do that right now. So if you're in here, you might get the live from Culture and Chaos. I'm in here from the Culture and Chaos podcast, so don't judge me. I'm just sending it to everybody that I can send to, just to get the shares up, you guys. Um, but yeah, but you're absolutely right, and I just think that we can challenge each other and provide opportunity to grow without dividing. You know what I mean? If we could not
Yes.
like I can challenge you, but I don't have to be like, I don't fuck with you no more now. If they did some shit that you can't fuck with, it doesn't necessarily be like fuck you, but it could be like, maybe we're not so close. You know what
We
I'm
need to
saying? Hey,
challenge each
Black
other
Violet
to
Media, how
help
you
each other.
been? Hope all is well. Hope all is well with you. What up, Gregory? Oh my God. Why, LOL? How are you doing, Greg? Yo, these are some of my old friends. How are
Aw.
y'all? How are you guys? Miss you. Hope all is. We had some great time. They're probably like, girl, don't you see me over here talking to you? Kisses to you, Black Violet. But yeah, yeah. And yeah. I agree. I agree. Hey sis, hey Andrew. Chris, welcome in, love. How
Hi,
are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I am blessed and highly favored.
I was just coming up here because I wanted to share some thoughts.
Dated! I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Um, I'm gonna be 100% real and unfiltered with you right now,
Yes,
Jess.
please.
This week has been extremely draining.
Yep.
Um, Other than today, like I can say that day after day has been straight up bad. And the reason for that is because this whole an F America tour debacle has given me a lot of time to have some self reflection on myself and the
Mm-hmm.
things that I have done that were bad in my past and
Mm-hmm.
the lack of accountability that I haven't done in my own personal life. Um, and I'll be real, it's made me uncomfortable. It's made me
Mm-hmm.
uncomfortable because those are some things that I didn't want to face, and those are things that I didn't want to admit about myself. And it really just gave me that time to look at things the way that they are, be more of be more of an adult because believe it or not, I'm almost 30 years old. Um,
What?
yeah, I'm
You
28.
like old young book.
um, but like it's given me this time to just think and how can how can I be better and how can I do better, if that
Mm-hmm.
makes sense. And
Mm-hmm.
another thing that I have been thinking about too is I have an issue with parasocial relationships with some
Mm-hmm.
creators on this app. And um being able to just have that also that self-reflection and kind of just be like, what am I doing? You know, like
Yeah.
there are some people who I really enjoy on this app that I feel like I've gravitated to a lot. And I just feel like I need to kind of chill out a little bit, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think this week has been really eye opening for
I think it has been for a lot of people. I feel like um especially everybody involved, everybody that are close to a lot of people that are involved, a lot of communities, a lot of supporters, even a lot of bystanders who were on the fence about certain things, and while be it joining the Fun and Fuck America tour, if it be supporting someone or joining a community, whatever the case may be, I feel like everybody had some type of eye opener over this past week. What, damn near week and a half? um, and it has definitely been draining. You don't even have to apologize. I get it. That's why I haven't been on live. Like, one day it was from 2 to like 2 in the morning. I fell asleep. I find myself falling asleep and waking up and like some of these lives still. And
I
it's
did the
draining because
same.
we have so many connections with a lot of these people. It's not just one person, like a lot of the people. And some things were, disappointing. Some things were mind blowing. Some things were shocking. It felt like a fucking soap opera. I'm not gonna lie.
It was a soap opera.
yeah.
Oh my god! I'm like, I just pictured thousands of people at their home staring at their phone, washing dishes, listening. Like, what? You
Doing my
know?
homework, studying for finals, listening to Geeks Live and all these other lives, going like, what is
People you
happening?
never even seen before. You literally just scroll down and you see people. You can literally put the fucking unfuck America into the search button and find lives, and then all of a sudden it's a live with like 60 people giving their opinion, and then all of a sudden this person comes up and that person comes up. Then for you know what, it's like 2,000 people in here, and now they're all in here, and I'm like, what the fuck just happened? It's like crazy.
It was
And then I've
insane.
cried, I've laughed, I've felt bad, um, I've yelled at my phone, I've been in like conversations, you know,
And the whole
yeah.
thing is, yeah, like Shannon says, it's not even over yet. We
It
still
was
have
it was the
fun
same as who the fuck
discussions.
did I marry, right? I canceled like any weekend plan so that I could sit and watch Unfuck America Tour unfold on TikTok all weekend, right? Just put my robe on, get my fucking popcorn. Hey Pamela, how you doing, beautiful? I don't know if you got my message you today. But I also said, you know, if you could message me on Instagram because that's probably a little bit easier. A lot of messages get boggled down. I'm gonna need therapy about this mess. Exactly. And I didn't even go, you know? So
One thing, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, Deb,
no,
but
go ahead, go ahead. But you're right.
one thing, one thing that I do want to take accountability on this platform myself is that I struggled really hard with not, I struggled really hard with staying impartial when it came to this situation because, like,
Mm-hmm.
I saw different lives from many different angles. And
Mm-hmm.
in the beginning, I did take a particular side. I'm not going to
Yeah, and you don't have
divulge.
to. I don't recommend it.
Yeah, I'm not going to
I'm
divulge.
gonna come on, Shan.
And later this week, I just started thinking to myself, uh, how would I feel if I was directly involved in these um, situations when it comes to like offline? So I started, thinking about that and becoming less and less biased and more impartial.
Mm-hmm.
And I will give myself credit for that, but I
Mm-hmm.
know that for a lot of people, it's really difficult. And I know that because of that, a lot of communities were affected by this.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Can we
Sometimes you
be
have to
real here, though? Sorry, you go ahead.
sometimes you have to step out of your biases and take the first like, you know, initial like is what's right and what's wrong, regardless of who's doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna
Regardless
be
of who's
so
doing it.
real. So many of this should have happened offline. Like people should have taken accountability online. I 100% agree. But a lot of the one-on-one conversations, a lot of the one-on-one attacks, personal attacks against each other, where you're trying to hash out your relationships, that all should have been offline.
Yeah. Some of the things that it depends. It depends. It depends on which one we're talking about. Which some of the things they're talking about. Some stuff, yes, has to be hashed out online. Is that Jaden? W Jaden's in the chat. Okay. W fucking Jaden. And if you guys are not following him, please do so. And he's a voice, he does voiceovers. And he also has a show on BET at the moment, you guys. Jen, can you tell us what the name of that show is so that we can make sure that we go watch it? Because I just renewed my BET
Jaden,
membership.
my king, I love you.
Yes. Um, but sometimes if you embarrass me, I don't because this is no particular situation, but if you embarrass me right here, if I embarrass you right here on this live stream in front of 215 people, I'm going to apologize to you right here on this live in front of 215 people. If something else happened somewhere and I want you to know how I feel about it, I can call you and have a one-on-one and let you know how I feel about it. Like there are some things that happen with the creator and it wouldn't be my place to come on live and say something or but if I wanted to address it, I would reach out to them personally and say, I just okay, I'm gonna check it when I get out. Personally, like, hey, this is how I feel about such and such and such and such. You know? Um, Glitzy wanted to say something to you, Chris.
I was just gonna address what you had said about how you're thinking about things you've done in your past and like, like if any of I've thought a lot about this also, like with all this stuff coming out and people's past transgressions kind of coming out publicly. And, we've all done things that we're not proud of. And we all might have had views in the past that we're not proud of. I know, especially like white people who come into this space, um, who probably grew up in a more racist or whatever household where they had views that do not align with what they have now. And then people with homophobia, transphobia in their past. And you learn, that's what you do in life. You're supposed to learn and do better. And I think as long as you are forthright, and I'm not saying we need to come on here and confess every freaking sin we've ever, I don't think we should do that, but I think we
Mhm.
should be forthcoming about that. And say, look, I used to not be this way. This is not how I always thought, and this is what changed my mind. And that way, if that kind of stuff did get exposed, you're already out in front of it.
100%.
You also got to understand that when you step into the limelight or you step into becoming an influencer or a content creator or a politician, that is when you'll most likely they'll bring up things in your past. That is most likely when they'll begin to dig. And also too, when something happens and you don't want to take accountability, hurt people, like they want you to say, like, I'm sorry. They want you to take accountability. If you piss them off because you don't want to say anything, guess what? They'll go looking for shit. Like you're gonna fucking say sorry for this. You're gonna say sorry for that. Like they're gonna find stuff in your past to just start digging. Like so again, get in front of it. But this is also too when you're in the forefront. When you are like because all of the creators on Fuck America tour are not only influencers or bigger creators, but they're also now stepping into another light. It's like the president. They say, oh, nobody cared about him, doing whatever to Eugene Carroll back then. They didn't care about all the stuff he did back then. But now you're trying to be president, which means that we're going to shine a light on you, which means we need to know who you are. We're going to dig deep into your past. We want to know the things that you've done before I follow you or make you president or I put more money into you. So those are things that are going to be pulled to the forefront. And so it also depends on like how far in the limelight do you want to be as well and if you need to hey come out and have these live stream about what I did and what I said opposed to having regular conversation and being like oh yeah I did that once in my past and relating to someone just in a conversation that is relevant to the moment, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. That's why I would never want to run for any major office because they do dig deep. And it's not that I have
Mhm.
anything major to hide. It's just that, how you lay in bed at night and you think about stuff and you're like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. Like, I
Mhm.
don't want
Mhm.
people digging up that stuff. But yeah, I think being honest, like, I try to be as genuine a person as I can possibly be all the
Mhm.
time, even maybe to my detriment. And, that's just me. That's my
Yeah.
personality. It always has been. And like I was
Uh,
telling Rhea, I am.
yes, we do,
I
lady.
assume everyone is my friend until you show me that you're not, and I kind of
Mhm.
assume everyone is good until you show me you're
Mhm.
not, and that is also can be to my detriment. So
Mhm.
it,
No
it's
one
it's
is
hard to
perfect.
find the balance.
Yeah. No one is perfect. We all fall short. We have all made mistakes. We have all had a time when we have lied from taking accountability. We have all tried to avoid the truth. We've all fall short. We're none of us are perfect. We've all made mistakes. So just think like when you're ashamed, just know other people have made mistakes and just because you don't know about them doesn't mean that they did not happen.
I'm gonna go
But
ahead
not
and
all of yes, that's the thing. Not all of it is on social media. So that does not mean that we don't make mistakes too. We all do. There's not one person in this entire world that does not make mistakes.
I'm gonna go ahead and land my plane and drop down, but I just want to say that um, first and foremost, Jess, I adore you with my entire heart. You know this very well,
I
um,
do same.
and
I appreciate you.
I just want to thank you for allowing me to come and bother you on the panel all the time.
You're
Um, but
all
all,
right.
but
No
also,
bother.
just fostering this positive and safe community. And you know that I got your back, and I know that you got mine, and I'm forever grateful for you.
Yeah, same. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Chris. Can I get some coconuts in the chat for Chris, please?
All right, I'm gonna go
We
drop
love
down.
you. And that's
I
why you're
love.
going to forever continue to be blessed. I love you too.
All right, I'm gonna drop down and continue watching, and I'm watching the Warriors game at the same time, so I'm gonna be multitasking.
W Warriors in the chat, y'all. All
All right, I'll talk to you later. Have a good
right,
night.
bye. You too. Um, John, you ready to debate?
No, no.
Oh, you don't want none of this smoke. I ain't
Oh,
think so.
don't put your hands up. I would try to buddy.
No, I thought we were gonna do a debate here. I got excited.
It's a running joke, but like once I got up on the panel, I'm like, I'm not a good debater. I'm a good troll, so I just troll magas. I always say that, like I'm not a good debater.
Oh,
Yeah, he
Um,
just be trolling. He's like, Jess don't let me because she's
oh,
scared
I
to
got
debate
so
me.
excited for a second.
no, she would destroy me like she destroys everybody else. But what I was gonna say was like a lot of this stuff that's been happening. I've been self-reflecting on stuff that I've done in the past. I've even gone and apologized to someone, privately about some stuff that happened earlier this year. Not to tokenize that, just saying. But I think we have lost the plot, or overall, a lot of debate talkers have lost the plot because it's one
Yeah.
thing for the people involved with the tour or involved with the tour to come out and run a couple lives, kind of clarifying everything and being clear and open and honest about everything that's gone on. But when you have TikTokers, not naming names, but when you have debate talkers that had absolutely jack shit, sorry for my language, to do with the tour at all, running lives now after a week of this crap, they're clearly looking for clout and trying to benefit off of the gossip. So I think that's a huge problem. People that aren't even involved with the tour, just running with the background. What happened with the UNF America tour? How do we move on from the UNF America tour? How about just not running that background and just continue what you're trying to do or supposedly trying to do, take down Trump?
I
There
don't
are.
completely.
Go ahead, Glitz.
I was just gonna say I don't completely agree with that. That not everybody has terrible intentions, I guess is my thing.
I guess I'm generalizing. I agree, but like it's just it's like
Now there are people that I know, or I've seen, because I've seen thousands of I'm not videos, live streams about it. And now there are people I've never ever seen before, and that I know who are not connected to anybody on there, but there are people who are connected to it, who are affected by it, and who are in communities with people who are not only affected by it in some way of this whole debacle, whether you was in the live when Z acted up, where you was a part of trying to have your critique or help out the tour in one type of way. There are a lot of people that are affected by it and still having the conversations about it. Because again, like we just said, every day something else comes out. And I feel like this rabbit hole is deep. Because right when you think it's over, it's this information.
Another
Right
one
when you
pops
think,
out.
and then that information, and then how this affected me, and this, and people who weren't speaking up before are now speaking up. So I feel like there's a lot going on. Now, don't get it fucked up, John. There are some people who are dragging it on.
I guess I could have articulated it better, but
I know
without
what you mean.
mentioning specific creators, I can't exactly articulate what I exactly want to say, and I'm not gonna like drama, like mention names and get
Yeah,
drama started on your channel.
I appreciate that. Facts, lady. What I will say, so what do you think in losing the plot? It's not even just the Unfuck America tour. Do you feel like debate talk, like debaters, have lost the plot and the mission and what really is, or are we just going through the motions, or are there alternative reasons? Like, what do you feel about that?
I think the plot was really obviously taking down Trump and fighting against his fascism and his
Hmm.
hatred. And I think that can go to a lot of creators' heads and they get maybe a little bit full of themselves. And like
Hmm.
I said, they can lose the plot. Like it went from fighting Trump to, oh, keeping my coins or keeping my goals up and all that. I'm not saying that's every TikToker, but I think
Yeah,
that has happened with some creators.
yeah. What up, Hector? How you doing? W Hector's in the chat as well, you guys. You guys know Hector was not a part of the tour, okay? He just went to support some friends. Okay? He just went to support some friends. Leave Hector the fuck alone.
Now, I'll
Gotta
even say that.
clarify this.
That reminds me, right? I'll mention Hector. He runs his lives. He doesn't talk about the drama at all. He runs his lives.
Mhm.
He's taking down Trump. He's deconstructing everything, fighting against MAGAs, fighting against the corruption. And that's why he's so damn good. That's why Hector's fucking awesome.
Hector is good. Hector is good. He is definitely really good at driving home the point to their ass too. Not gonna
Laquan.
lie. Thank you
And
for the. I didn't see who sent it. I think it was Susie McClusey. Thank you, no one. Go
Laquan
ahead,
goes
John.
L
same with you,
Hector.
too. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say the same with you as well. Like you run your TikToks like you've always run them, and you're not worried about benefiting off the drama and all that. You're,
Mhm.
you're just as awesome.
Thank you, John. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. So you don't want to debate?
I'm like,
I'm just messing. I'm just messing with you.
I know I'm disappointing you right now.
Please keep please keep Hector's name out of it. He was not a part of the tour. He do not know Z. He just got there. I'm just going to support a friend. It's crazy because Hector, you was on the line like Jess, you're supposed to be here. Now, if I'd have went there to support a friend, I'd have been looking. They'd have been looking at me crazy too. But the way my God is set up, okay, baby, y'all do not play by me, okay.
Girl,
Um,
you
I'm
you
I'm
avoided
definitely
so
one of
much
the
by not going.
I'm definitely one of God's favorite for sure. I'm definitely one of God's favorite. Um, Thank you so much, John. I appreciate you for coming up, love.
oh, no problem. You can drop me
Yeah.
down.
Um, Glitzy, did you want to add anything to why you feel like people may have forgotten? My bad. Have lost the plot.
And we're talking about before the tour.
Yeah, before the tour. No, Santana didn't ask me at all. He didn't ask me at all. Nobody asked me to go on the tour, just so y'all know.
Ooh.
Nobody asked me to go on the tour at all.
And they
But like
should.
I say, the way my God is set up, God said no.
Silver
No,
lining.
I was never asked. No. Nobody ever asked me to go on tour. And the way my God is set up, it's for I am protected. That's a blessing in disguise for real. And that's why I've been in this space like there's been things that I've really, really fucking wanted, right? And I didn't get it. And I cried. And I was like, God, why didn't you give it to me? Like, I know I'd be good at this and that, and the other. And then one day something happened and I realized the thing that I wanted so bad, I wouldn't have been good at. It would have destroyed me. It would have torn me down. I would never be the same. And I cried because I was so grateful that I didn't get the thing that I asked for. And from that point on, I just started practicing trusting the universe, trusting God, trusting my ancestors, the spirits, everything that's set up for me. It knows what my deepest desires are. It knows where I'm going and where I'm destined to be. So if things don't happen for me, I'm in a space where I do not question. I'm trying not to question. I try not to even feel like damn I wish I don't fight back. I don't force because I'm still human. So there's different things like somebody said that they didn't want to do something. And the first time I was like, no, no, no. And then the second time I was like, no. And then the third time I was like, just fucking go. But realize, and back then I should have just let it go from the beginning. If things are folding a certain way, I should let it be. I shouldn't force it to be something because it's like going upstream instead of going with the flow. And so when this particular thing happened and, nobody asked, I didn't feel slighted. Of course, as a you doing political talk and just thinking about the things that, people have said about you in praise, right? You wonder like, damn, I wonder why. But I'm not tripping and I'm not going to ask them to go. I'm not going to force my way in it because I trust the universe. I trust God. I know I'm one of the fucking favorites. Okay. So whatever reason that is, I trust it. I trust it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to support. I'm going to support. And like we was talking about on the podcast, I had told Santana, I was like, well, I'm not too far. I can drive down there and I'll come support you because, because we have this podcast together, I've never met him in person. So like, I'll come support you. That'll be a good opportunity for me to meet you in person, to help, even build more with the chemistry on the podcast. And he told me he was going to have security. The itinerary was going to be tight, that he may not even be able to see me, or I may not be able to get to him. So I was like, oh, okay, well then I'm not gonna go. What the fuck would I drive 8-9 hours or whatever fuck down there? I can't see you, I can't come around, I can't link up with you, I can't say hi. So I'm just gonna stay at the house. So even when I wasn't invited, I didn't even try to get on the tour. And then I was just gonna go support you cannot mute Hector. I know you fucking lying. And then God said you can't even go down there at the sports, so you're not going to be anywhere around this. You're not going to be anywhere around this. And I said, okay. I didn't force anything after that. Like, you say what you say, and that's it.
And that's such an amazing mindset to have. Like, I need to learn from you because, especially, I mean, just turning this back to what has been going on in my life as like a senior in high school with like college decisions and seeing all of my friends or people get into colleges that were like my dream schools. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
well, I would have died to go to Harvard or into an Ivy League. That has always been my dream. But ultimately, obviously, like I didn't get in. And that sucks when I see like some of my friends or some of those people that I've a long time admired getting into those. It's just like, it's such a harsh
Mm-hmm.
mindset. It's like, well, I wanted to do that so badly, but I feel like that's why, like, I hope that I will be where I'm meant to be. And I hope Boston University will be the place for me. But yeah, it's just like, I need to incorporate that mindset into my life.
I mean, as you just manifest the things that you want to do and be, it's in line with your deepest desires. So whatever you choose, for the most part, just think like, am I forcing? Sometimes when you force it, hey Tosh, hey Beaches, am I forcing? Are you forcing it? Sometimes if you're forcing it, maybe it's not supposed to happen, And because I've forced some couple of things and it happened, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I wanted something really bad and I didn't get that, and I realized why I didn't get it. I'm like, oh, thank you. It's so bad that I cried when I realized what it really would have done to me. And even to this day, if I talk about it in depth and what it was, like I probably would start crying because I'm so grateful that I did not get it, because that's how mad I wanted it. And like, what the fuck are you thinking? So from then, I try to just like, and even at the end when they were all in the circle and it seemed like they were starting to get to people, I was like, damn. A part of me was like, damn, I could have. I wish I could, be a part of helping make a change. But and then immediately I like, but I trust the universe. It's for a reason. I'm not supposed to be a part of this for whatever reason. And even if it's just to be able to have a safe space for people to go, Department of YN. Oh, so y'all started without me? I had told you. I feel like I put it in there twice too. I said, y'all, I'm telling the royal family that maybe I put it in the wrong one. I accidentally put it in the mod chat. But yeah,
I was just
they be
gonna
hating
say.
on me.
I was
Okay,
just
so
gonna say, sorry, y'all. I'm having like some brain fogginess.
no, you're good. Hey, Gigi.
Number one, stay hydrated.
Oh, you just reminded me to get water. I've been thirsty.
Number two, tap the screen, share the live, and help with the gift goal. And to answer your question about have we lost the plot, I think that yeah, I think that we need to start working on midterms. I think that needs to be our focus. I'm not telling anybody what to do. I'm just saying that yeah, I think we need to start building up this momentum towards the midterms and really start shifting focuses on that. And however, we want to incorporate that. I'm not necessarily saying don't debate MAGA anymore or anything. I'm just saying,
Right, because I feel like the conversations are still needed, you know. But I feel like sometimes in debate talk, it can get thank you for the love. It can get demeaning, belittling. It could
and
just kind of sometimes feel like it's going in circles.
right. Sometimes it's just the same argument. I mean, how many times are we going to argue about this border thing or, whatever else they bring up all the time? How
Because
many
it's like
times?
after 7 months, you still saying the same old shit. You ain't learned nothing. Like I'm almost disappointed in you.
Right. Like Bloomberg.
It
He's
is a
still
big
saying
toll
the
on your
same
mental
shit.
health path. You have no idea. Like some day, like Bloomberg for sure. Some days I'm like, some days the reason why I come on at 9, 10, 11 o'clock is because I'm procrastinating it all day because of the mental part. I don't want to yell with maggots. I don't want to, sometimes the stupidity is just too sometimes, but I ain't gonna lie, it's the royal family that keeps me going. It's the royal family that like, okay, I'm ready to hit the live button that makes me show up.
And we have a lot of fun even when we are
We do.
debating MAGA.
We do. Which is
Um,
why I was like, we're like probably gonna come up with even, different conversations. Thank you, Taj. And maybe even like some game nights. Some days where we have fun and it's like a relief. And then, conversations about like how do we prepare for these midterms? How can we prepare for special elections? If you guys are in Mississippi, you guys have local elections coming up. Glitzy, can you tell me a little bit more about that?
June 3rd are our local elections. May 5th, which is Monday, is your last day to register to vote or update your information. So you need to go to your circuit clerk and do that. May 5th, Monday by 5 o'clock. Sorry, y'all. People are yelling in my house.
Fine.
Also, if you okay. Also, if you I'm so sorry. I'm trying to talk.
Yeah, we're watching Inside Out too, you guys. Y'all want to watch it on Sunday?
Can y'all hear
We
that
need a
yelling?
good feel good movie. I know it's a cartoon, but when I like cartoons, but we need a good feel good movie. Remind ourselves of our fucking emotions. My bad. Go ahead, Glitzy.
I'm sorry, I was saying somebody was yelling. I wasn't sure if you could hear it.
Mhm.
Anyway, so yeah, June 3rd. Make sure you are registered to vote by May 5th, and your driver's license needs to match the address that you are voting with. And this is in every state. Your state has different rules,
Hey,
but
Sage.
if they will not accept the one with a driver's license with a different address, if you have not updated your information, you can always do an affidavit ballot. So keep that in mind.
Yes.
And also, I was going to say, when I was reactionary in the whole tour because I was like, why isn't Jess on this tour? How come she ain't been asked? What's going on here? And then I found out about all this stuff, like they weren't asking black women. And I was like, yeah, because Jessica ain't on it. So
Period.
my immediate reaction was like, what the fuck? Because you would be the first one on my tour. I'm just letting you know, you're my
Thank
first
you.
so yeah, I had reactionary, and then I was like, after everything happened, I was like, okay, I'm so glad she wasn't on here.
Baby, I'm so glad the Royal Palace was at the motherfucking house, okay? We was at the house like, no ma'am, no ham, no Mickey Ficky turkeys, baby. We cannot do this. So thank God. Thank
Okay.
God. I am protected. Yes, it's Friday night. Everybody feeling all right. The party's here. Oh yeah! Thank you for the. I need a drink. Today was a hot motherfucking mess. Today drained me. Okay, I feel that. Can y'all drop some coconuts for all y'all and drop some the drink emojis too for all y'all too, y'all. Cause that
You
baby
have
need
no
a drink.
idea how hectic my day was. I took 3 finals back to back to back.
Oh, I remember those days.
Oh, it was literally one final after another with only a lunch in between.
And she was doing all that while dealing with all the TikTok drama. Okay, so she hit that.
Yes. Oh my God. Glitzy and I were talking. Like, I would be doing my math homework or my math study guide while like being on one of the lives and just trying to catch up. It was hilarious.
I have never have cussed out so many people in my life. Oh Lord. Oh yeah, y'all. She out there doing the Lord's work. Lord's work. So you probably really what's going on. That's going to be me in 2 weeks. Oh, your finals coming up in 2 weeks. No one. Am I saying you're right? Yeah.
That'll still be me in 2 weeks. I got AP exams. By the way, Jessica, I have decided that I'm gonna start hosting my own lives after I finish AP exams.
Come
That's
on. Congratulations. Look at you.
awesome.
Thank you.
I
So
can drop.
yeah.
I love y'all. Drop me. That's fine.
I love you too, Glitz. I
Everybody
appreciate you so
same.
much.
So if y'all want to
Okay.
follow me, I will be going live hopefully in like 2 weeks.
And W2 Glitzy in the chat. Are you even 18? Yes. Why you want to debate her?
Why, you want to debate me? Come up and debate me.
Come on, go give Rhea some practice. Hey, do something.
Hey, what's going on? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Give me 1 second. I think the guy above you was I seen him in the chat first. He's been waiting a minute. Give me 1 second.
Oh, he got it.
Go ahead. Hello, the greatest.
Hey, how's it going?
The great state of Florida. How you
You just call
doing?
me, good. You just call me Brad if you want. I don't.
Oh, thank
either
you
way.
so much, because
Yeah.
that was a lie. Hey, Brad,
Yeah.
welcome in.
Hey.
Debate talk. Do you feel like we
Hey.
Debate talk? Did I freeze?
No, you didn't.
Okay.
Can you I sat down there for like 10 minutes. Can you divulge what do you mean by the plot?
I mean, do you feel like debate talk, like whether regardless of which side you're on, do you feel like people are doing it for the same reasons? Is the mission still in the forefront? You know?
Oh. I think there's some people that like the Unf America tour. I felt like they just did it to troll Charlie Kirk, and I didn't think they were honest or they had noble intentions. And then what happens? You had people that were left out, and you know, it wasn't all part of their coalition, I guess. So it basically collapsed because they weren't forthright about it, I guess.
Do you think that from the jump, like did you vote for Donald Trump?
Yeah, yes, it did.
Do you feel like the whole Chase Charlie Kirk thing was a good idea?
I think so. This is what I think. So I think the right has a good, operation, and I don't see on the left, they don't have something. So they want to combat that, but how they went about it and how it was organized, it's like, where did they spend $100,000? Like, where did that go? Because
we're figuring that out.
Well, I was watching Charlie Kirk clip, and he said that they had I think their budget for one of the first years they started was $100,000 for the entire year. And so how did this group have $100,000 and go through it in like a weekend, basically? I don't know.
That's something we gotta ask Z.
Yeah,
we gotta ask Z. Where in the world is Landy? Lady Lando, thank you for the $5 for the love. I appreciate you. Drop some coconuts for Lady Lando. Thank you, beautiful. I appreciate the love. We spread love around here, okay? So what made you vote for Donald Trump? Or are you having any voters remorse? Or are you like you 10 toes down in it?
No, I don't have any voters remorse, but I felt so. I can look at it in a historical standpoint. So in 1980, we under Ronald Reagan, we gave amnesty for undocumented citizens that were or people that are here, and they told us back then. Now I wasn't alive back then, but they told us like this is the last time we're going to do it, and then we won't have to ever have to deal with this issue again. Well,
Mhm.
we know that's a lie. Both Republicans and Democrats have failed. And now we are at the place we are today, and it's a bigger issue. And I think I would say the Trump administration is a reaction to people just fed up of how both parties have failed us in the past. And
Mhm.
so, whether you like it or you agree or disagree, they are reacting to how the citizens, he had 77 million people vote for him, which is a record for a Republican. So I think that's kind of
You're talking about in
and
2020?
no, 24.
Okay.
Um, and I think it's just how the voters, that was their will. Now, whether what happens in 2026, I mean, the Democrats' approval rating is not very good right now, but that can all change. Americans have very short memory, so yeah, so it's kind of up in the air, and like even the last couple of weeks, the with all the tariffs, I disagree with the president on how he basically took the approach of let's tack everyone with the tariffs. I think what he should have done is just disregard. I mean, maybe worry about it later, but worry about China because that's the real enemy with the tariffs. They currency manipulation, they cheat, and if he would have focused on them, I think he would have had a much better response. But he did everything. He went after everybody, and I think that was the wrong approach.
Brad, I have a question since you did bring up tariffs.
Sure.
Why do you think that out of all the countries he didn't decide to tariff, Russia was one of the countries he chose?
So we have, in this argument's been brought up. So Russia and like North Korea, we don't have any trading with them right now because of the sanctions.
We do. You can still have trade with a country sanctioned. For example, we sanction Beijing due to human rights, yet we still have trade with them. So that's actually not true.
Right, because they treat the Uyghurs or the Uyghurs in their Western provinces. But I don't think there's so many. I think I'm trying to remember if we have in 2024. I don't think we even had a billion in exports to Russia, but
But
to
we still
why
have a
we
trade deficit. We trade with them with oil and gas and metals and minerals. And Trump's whole thing about the tariffs was we got to start tariffing countries where we have a trade deficit. Yet we do have a trade deficit in Russia. So we have a trade deficit. We still so
for the reason why I don't know if I have a good reason, but other than I think what the administration is doing is who are I don't even consider them enemies, but who are the two? If we're the world superpower, who are the runner-ups? It's Russia and China, and so I think you have to pick one at the end of the day. And I think the administration does not want to be friends with China, so you have to be friends with Russia, or at least friendly.
you don't have to be friends with either one of them. Why do we need to be friends with Russia or China?
Well, because I think China is the bigger threat, but in regards to trade, Trump's trade policy was, primarily directed at people or the countries that he viewed having large, surpluses with, like the China, Mexico, the EU, or not trade deficits, but I think he wanted to focus those on first. But there was other countries in between that he, was trying to negotiate on, and I think he just did too much at the same time. But Russia is a relatively minor U.S. trading partner by comparison, compared to the EU, Mexico, and China, Canada.
Yet the island with all the penguins was important enough. So we could tariff an island of penguins, but we couldn't tariff Russia when we have a trade deficit with them. Explain that.
Which island is which one are you talking about? Are you talking about Greenland?
No, I'm talking about the island in Australia that got tariffed, and it's simply an island of penguins with no people there.
Okay, I haven't heard that one. What's the name of it?
What's the name of that island, y'all? I don't remember the name.
It's an island off the side of Australia. It's something called. Hold on, what's the Penguin Island?
Literally, I just have to search up like Penguin Island. It'll be there.
That's literally what I'm putting in. What is Penguin
I think it's
Island?
Phillip Island. Is it Phillip Island?
I think it's McDonald Island.
McDonald Island? I don't know. It's one of those.
Yeah, because it sounded just like McDonald, and people were thinking McDonald as
it is
well.
McDonald Island.
Well,
So-
I think you put.
And I just
Okay, go ahead.
Brad, can you concede that maybe he should have tariffed Russia?
Well, so I think okay, so I think I know what you're talking about now. So a lot of these countries that so they are the was it McDonald Island? They are insignificant, I guess you can say. But when the president put a 10% tariff on the imports from these islands, these islands were used essentially as loopholes for other countries to reroute goods to basically avoid paying tariffs to the United States. That's why he put a tariff on them, if I'm remembering correctly.
So you're saying that was more important than tariffing a country like Russia where we have a trade deficit? Again, like you're telling me that it wasn't important or Russia wasn't big of an enemy to tariff them, yet you're trying to defend tariffing this island where trade may or may not be occurring, which is a speculative thing. So can you just concede to the point that maybe we should have tariffed Russia?
Well, why would we tariff Russia? We're trying to negotiate a end of a conflict over there as well.
And how well is that?
I mean, that could have been a negotiating tactic. Like we'll tariff you 145%, like you did China, or something crazy, if you don't end this war.
Right. No, that's a good point. That's a good point. But I don't think it would have been smart for him to just automatically say we're going to tariff, whatever percent. He should use that as negotiating. Absolutely.
And he didn't.
Well, I think. Well, if you saw, was it last week during the funeral of the Pope? I think that strike at Kiev was kind of like, I would say, I don't even know, maybe the straw that broke the camel's back. That was uncalled for, and so
that was what happened with Zelensky, not with Putin.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But the strike on Kiev was unnecessary, and that's kind of what I mean. I've seen a difference since then. Trump, coming closer to Zelensky.
He was asleep.
All right. Brad.
No. Before we go into the thing, like, no, the attack on Kiev, it was Kiev. It was that was you feel like it wasn't warranted?
Yeah, I mean they were basically, they were coming together and they were gonna. I think it was. I no, correct me if I'm wrong. Was there a ceasefire at that time and they violated, or there was no need for that strike? Because they were
from Russia.
Yeah, correct.
Right, but because Russia never agreed to any ceasefire. That's what I'm saying. Russia never agreed to any ceasefire. They're not even coming to the table. Nothing there that Trump is doing is bringing them to the table. He's not doing any type of negotiating tactics to force them to the table. He's only being their friend. It's almost like he works for them.
Well, what you're saying is treason. Like it would be treasonous for him to have.
Why do you think that one of the top guys from Russia said after he got elected that Donald Trump, there were some things at play that got Donald Trump elected, and he has obligations, and he suggests that he begins to fulfill them. Hey, CJ.
I mean, as a businessman, he had, and with his the pageant, I forget what it was, but he had relationships with Russia before he ran, and so he had pre-existing business ties.
How long ago was he doing a pageant?
I think the early 2000s, maybe the latest, up until 2010.
So why when Donald Trump ran in 2020, wins in 2024 with head politicians in Russia say that he has obligations, and he suggests that he begins to fulfill them?
The reason why they said that, I don't know, other than maybe the troll, and maybe because they, the 2016, the Russian bots with the
So we're calling Donald Trump strong and that people are scared of him, but yet Russia has said that he has obligations and they suggest that he fulfills them. He did not put any tariffs on them. He is not doing anything to negotiate or force them to the table. They have not agreed to any ceasefires. And they also put pictures of his wife on television in Russia. Why would he not retaliate? If he is a strong leader, why would he not do anything that's going to make a difference or in this war with Russia? Why is he not fighting back? Why is he putting tariffs on everybody, including penguins, but not Putin? Like if we're just thinking critically.
Well, and that's why maybe I disagree with that. They shouldn't put tariffs. They should have just focused on China because they're the real threat. Honestly.
No, but why are we doing nothing with Putin? Why are we doing nothing with Russia after all the things they've done to not only America but also Donald Trump? Why is he not react? Why is he not doing anything about it?
Why is he all buddy?
Well, I mean that's your opinion, but
No,
I don't know.
I mean, buddy, you can say his opinion, but he said that's that they're friends and he trusts Putin. He says he trusts him more than he trusts his own government. So what would make him trust a dictator, authoritarian who puts pictures of his nude wife on TV, not coming to any type of ceasefire? Why would he trust him?
So I think the only thing is the perception of Donald Trump being, how he cozies up to Russia. It stems from like a mixture of political, diplomatic, and ideologic factors because Putin is nationalist, I would say, and a lot of the nationalist themes from Russia kind of line up with MAGA themes. They're anti-global and they want national, their nationally sovereignty. And I think even MAGA, MAGA is skeptical of like the EU and NATO because they see them as some global like hegemony. Organizations that are trying to, they want a one global government, and so that's one thing that they kind of share together. I know Trump said Putin's been a strong leader, and I definitely.
How is he a strong leader? Because he is in a liberal. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me rephrase. Because Russia is in a liberal democracy.
Russia's not a liberal democracy.
They are in a liberal democracy. They don't have transparency. They don't have free and fair elections. That is why he is a strong leader because he uses force.
Right. Yeah, and I think that's what the president admires Vladimir Putin as a strong leader. And I think
you think that's a bit scary?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think it's scary that our president admires a president who uses force and authoritarianism to maintain control?
No, I mean, because I believe that we need a strong leader here in America, but we have our Constitution has more.
But he's already doing everything that's going against the Constitution. He already talked about dismantling the Constitution. He's already doing that by trying to remove the checks and balances, by arresting judges that do not agree with him, going against those judges, speaking out. The judge in Wisconsin that he claims. Right, that she gave him the runaround, but obviously it would take time and we would have to go through proof. Phil, I want to say thank you for the $2. $2 donut that says over the past 10 years, Putin has violated ceasefires 25 times. We have no reason to believe him. And thank you for the $10 donut. Said I'm gonna let Rhea cook him, but I'm passing the plate around. Sir, Trump violates the laws in the Constitution. Of course he does treason. We've been fighting with Russia since 1947. They haven't had a fair election since May 7th, 2000. Is that how you want America to be ran, like the way Putin runs Russia? Drop some coconuts for Oya in the chat, you guys, as well as Phil. Thank you. And she has officially started passing the plate around.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
so do I want to? What was the question? Had Trump have the same power?
Do you want one, she's saying that Donald Trump, we've been fighting with Russia since 1947, and they have not had a
Right.
fair election since May 7th, 2000. Trump has also violates the laws of the Constitution. So I'm asking, do you want America to be ran the same exact way that Putin
No.
runs Russia?
No, I don't. I think both. I mean, if you look at this, how we're similar with them, I don't think we have more, roadblocks or in the Constitution where he can't be as strong or dictatorial as Putin. But I think we should have a strong leader in the United States. Now,
Brad, I would just like to let you know that Russia has a constitution. They had one that had term limits, yet Putin bypassed that and added, because he's an authoritarian leader, and extended the term limits just so he could continue being president. So they did have a constitution, yet Putin decided not to abide by the constitution. And it's a little scary because that's what we have currently, where we have President Trump, who is failing to abide by the Supreme Court and failing to abide by the constitution. Just to point that out.
So, in regards to Vladimir Putin, so yeah, they do have a constitution, but they, how they rig their elections. So if they rig their elections, they can do anything. I mean, that could happen here, but
I'm not talking about the elections. I'm talking about the fact that Putin bypassed the Constitution and failed to uphold the Constitution and decided to go against it and extend his term limits. So they do have a constitution.
Which is what Donald Trump is already proposing, which is parallel to when you admire somebody, you tend to want to be like them and you tend to do things that mimic them, considering the fact that he's already calling for a third term. He's trying to get everybody used to a third term, Trump 2028. He already has merchandise for Trump 2028.
Yeah.
So it's already sounding like he's planning to do so, right?
Right. But he had a rubber stamp Congress, or, the Duma, was what it's called over there. And they basically, he did it, and I guess I'll use quotation marks, democratically, but the Duma basically rubber stamped everything that he wanted out of fear, I would argue. Because
right.
And then
does that sound similar to anything?
So Donald Trump,
today?
you see how he is putting fear into news medias, saying that he's in the corridor, telling them that it's against the law. You have to do exactly what I say. Do you feel like you see the same fear that he is trying to instill into the American people or media organizations? If AP News does not say Gulf of America, they can no longer have access to the White House. They can't even do their job. Like, I'll pull your money, I'll pull your resources. You cannot protest. I'll deport you. Do you see how that could be fear as well? It's extremely similar. Thank you, Taylor.
It might look similar on paper, but
so it's looking like a duck.
But it's not.
It's quacking like a duck.
It doesn't look. It doesn't quack like a duck.
But you telling me it's not a duck?
Literally an example that just happened.
Go ahead. Wait, who's talking?
An example that just happened where we had the bipartisan border bill, which was going to be passed, but then Trump went to all of his Republican congressmen and said, let's not pass this so I can run on it. So instead of allowing a bill that would have been beneficial to borders to be passed, he decided, I'm going to hold off on that. And he told people in the legislature, which is supposed to be completely independent from the president, to not pass that bill. That just shows influence that Putin has with the state Duma.
So Donald Trump was not in Congress, but the border bill that you're talking about in 2024, when Biden was president, it was seen on the right, for example, it was seen as an amnesty bill other than a broad security bill. It would allow more migrants in the country, for example, without proper vetting, because the 5,000 so-called new judges were basically, they're not actually judges that like today, right now, that litigate whether a person's to stay or not. It lowered the what do you call the
come on, Daisy, with the subscription extension. Thank you. Sorry, go ahead.
They weren't judged like actual judges. They were like border people.
Well, we didn't need them to be actual judges. We just needed them to be border judges so we can pass, so we can go ahead and speed up the process. He literally said that he knocked it down because he
wanted to run on it in the future. Exactly. He literally told the congressman.
He said that. He said my opponent would have a leg up.
Sure. Sure, but
right.
it was a
So
bipartisan.
he didn't say anything that you said. He didn't. I'm pretty sure he didn't even read the bill, right? Because
I'm sure
it
he
was an
doesn't read law stuff.
opportunity that gave the president power to shut down the border completely while we work on what's going on for up to 3 years. Anybody seen Dayton? Dayton was in here earlier. He may still be in here. He may be at work. Give me 1 second. Brad Parker's welcome in. We're going to do a quick mod announcement, quick commercial break. Why does it say you're still muted on my end? It must be a glitch.
It shows that for me too.
And it says that you're on teacup for me, Rhea, but I'm like, how am I hearing your voice? Maybe I'm
Really?
having the glitch.
Seriously?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Glitch in the day. First of all, how are you doing today, beautiful? Oh, maybe when you're well rested, it always feels good. Okay. I take day naps, evening naps, naps, night naps, all types of naps. So I appreciate it. You guys give Parker a follow as well if you do not. Parker, do you go live every day? Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Got you. She got them eggs for the Lolo.
Everyone's saying they can't hear Parker.
Y'all can't hear Parker? Okay. I'm going to drop you down and bring you back up. Okay. Y'all, I don't know if y'all heard though. She got them eggs for the Lolo though. She got them eggs for the Lolo.
She got the eggs for the Lolo.
Hey.
Can y'all hear us on the panel?
Can y'all hear Rhea?
Yeah, can you hear me, guys?
I can hear her. I've been hearing her the whole time.
Everybody on the panel can hear everybody. That's what I have
Everyone
noticed.
can hear it, but I don't know if people down here can hear.
Parker's, can you say something?
Once upon a midnight jury, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten.
Okay, they said they hear Parker now. Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna go grab some food too, and I'm gonna let you do a quick mod announcement. Oh, come on, I was ready for a story, a good night
I know
story.
all 14
Okay,
stanzas of The Raven. That was my default.
we need more coconuts. Drop some motherfucking coconuts, y'all. Okay, drop some coconuts for my people over at YouTube. Thank you guys for watching. Anybody at Twitch, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys like the new setup. Yeah, I've been working hard. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, y'all. Welcome to the live where brilliance meets royalty and the Constitution is actually understood. You've entered the queendom where the incomparable Jessica education sparkles, misinformation gets tossed, and constitutional facts reign supreme. Whether you're here for clarity, class, or witness a masterclass in truth and elegance, you're in the presence of royalty. Here, we don't just argue or talk rights, we know them. And when MAGA cries Constitution without ever reading past the preamble or witness a masterclass in truth and elegance, don't just argue or talk. Royal panelists are right here to set the record straight. No cherry-picked amendments, no selective outrage, just real rooted understanding of what the Constitution actually says, especially as a living document that we must follow and hold accountable. And here's why Jessica reigns so supreme. She's not just holding court, she's teaching it. With wit, grace, and relentless accuracy, she calls out hypocrisy, uplifts marginalized voices, and defends truth with all the strength of a woman who reads the footnotes. Whether you're here to learn, laugh, or unlearn MAGA propaganda, you're in the right space. Here's how you're going to support the queendom. Bop the live. Boop that screen like you're crowning Jessica with every fact check point. Share the live because justice, education, and receipts deserve a wide audience. Be sure to gift the queen and her lovely co-hosts. There are powerhouses with more grace and grit than a Congress in session. And be sure to use that Cash App for the queendom. I am Jessica Simone. It supports continued excellence in her bio links, and royalty doesn't run on vibes alone. Here is your royal reminder to breathe, inhale the truth, exhale excuses, drink your damn water, because hydration is vital and glorious. And be sure to bop the screen, share the live, and lift your voice in this regal resistance because Jessica doesn't just speak with elegance. She debates with evidence, defends with clarity, and reminds every loud, wrong voice that the Constitution is not just a prop. So long may she reign, and long may the truth be louder.
Can y'all show my baby some love right now?
Park,
That is
I'm
an
about to hire
amazing
you.
announcement.
I know, right?
Dang, girl, she got that script ready and going.
Right.
and the voice to freaking match. Now, yes, Parker, thank you so much.
Always, always, always. I love you, Jessica.
I love you too. I appreciate you, y'all. W Parker's in the chat, and I want to see some coconuts.
There's two people?
Oh no. Oh, I think there's an echo.
Oh.
So now, Brad, I know that even though it looks like a duck, it looks like a dictator. It talks like a dictator, but it's not. And thank God that America is not in a dictatorship and we still believe in democracy. Okay. So the chat has officially hold on real quick. Do something. Go to your text messages and then come right back because you have a echo. You can hear me in the back.
No, Jessica.
So you have to take that away. Oh yeah, I said bye, Russian sympathizer. Au revoir, idiote. Je sais que tu animas la communauté. Don't know exactly what that means, but she said, "Baby, come back tomorrow, tonight. You listen for the rest of the rain thing."
Oh, they paid to get me off?
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Drop some motherfucking coconuts for all y'all. I don't speak French, but I know au revoir, idiot. Je sais. That means idiot. Idiote, je sais que tu animas a la communauté. Okay, drop some coconuts. I love you in the new setup. Thank you, Rhea. Even though I can't see you here, I can see your see
Yeah,
you
I
over
don't know
here.
why it says that.
We understood it, and we understood what was said.
Y'all better
So,
hope
Brad,
I get another bag on here to debate.
And so, sometimes you gotta think though, Brad, if you're still in the comments, maybe again, if it acts like a duck, it quacks like a duck. You don't want to wait till the duck, um, says, "Hey, I'm the fucking duck," and to the Constitution loves freedom. Yes, we do. We love the Constitution. We do love freedom of speech. Even though Donald Trump is dismantling the Constitution, he has tweeted about dismantling the Constitution. That's what we're saying, Brad. Are you not paying attention to what the man you voted for is saying?
Even better.
He said this. If it's freedom of speech, then why, when people speak up and say that they don't like him, why does he then say you can't get access to the Oval Office? He condemns them. He comes after them. Sunkiss, how you doing, beautiful? He condemns them. He comes after them. He pulls back their money. He deports them. Why? That's also too. That's Amendment 1, Amendment 2. He already talked about getting rid of the 14th Amendment. That is all wrapped up in our Constitution. How do you not see that? Right? And if he calls for martial law, he's going to start calling for your pum pums. The Second Amendment that you guys were fighting so hard for.
If it walks like a dictator, talks like a dictator, it's probably going to become a dictator.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to ask
do something. How you doing?
I'm feeling better. I was in the hospital this week.
You was what?
But I'm good. I was oh man, I was in there a couple of days, but I'm winning. I'm back. But first I want to say I'm a little upset about me going to other people's lives because you ain't been on here or whatever, so I had to cheat. But while I was in them other people's lives, it was like, how you be. Okay, so I'm on your panel from time to time. I'm on Santana's panel from time to time. I'm on Erica's panel from time to time. Just different people. I'm on their panel, and these are people that are part of the per se situation that happened. Now I get off the panel, so I don't speak on it. But I've been in certain rooms where I'm like, I know ain't none of y'all been on them panels before, or if y'all were, y'all. I don't even be on them panels like that, but I feel like I'm a familiar face. I could talk on it, but I don't talk on it. But I'm like, why are y'all talking on this subject? And ain't not one of y'all even close to proximity to the situation. But I digress. I'm gonna leave that one right there or whatever. So I did want to say that. But aside from that, I did want to ask, did y'all hear about the executive order that he signed. Basically, let's just say, what do you call it? Military force. God, what's the word I'm looking for? It's military force. Where the military is the police, and I
I
can't think
saw
of.
him unleashing the. He said, "I saw an order unleashing the police." Now I
Well,
don't know
it's
what unleashing means. I wanted
well,
to tell
he,
them. You want to come up and explain it? Oh yeah, she said she knows a little bit more about it.
yeah, definitely. But in general, long story short is, when that
Wait, that's
policy.
Oyo?
Yes.
What's up, department?
Oh,
What's
Baby, she got her
You
running
can put it
shit.
on
Okay.
Bill's Live. Me and you.
Oh
She
yeah. I
been.
know you on Bill's Live. I wasn't even talking about
Mhm.
Bill's Live. I'm talking about other ones. But yeah, Ben, you be on Bill's Live together. But she was in, when I was in the hospital. She was on my live, or where she was sending me some love. So I appreciate you.
Hey Tashika. W some Tashika in the chat, you guys.
Martial
What you were
law.
saying?
Please.
Do something.
So
Yeah,
no.
but go ahead.
Okay, so basically he put an order in for like martial law or whatnot. So it's like saying martial law, but not saying martial law. Now, in general, when martial law or something to that is in effect or whatnot, then if I'm not mistaken, we don't have elections and the president will say president or whatnot.
Hold on.
So
What? Oh yeah. Can you elaborate?
Yeah, so it's called Comites Pactus, and it basically is your constitutional right to not have us as active duty military dwell in domestic disputes such as protests or anything that you guys have going on. Now, the National Guard usually deals with the protests. Yes, us in the National Guard do the same training, like we do riot training and stuff like that. But we only do that if we have to, if it comes to us having to like protect, like I guess the White House or something. But
I was about to ask
yeah,
y'all what's y'all favorite flavor.
birthday cake.
oh yeah, birthday
Is that birthday cake?
Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry, y'all. I love nothing bun cake. I literally drove 25 minutes to the closest bun cake because I was craving something.
Jessica, is that birthday cake flavor?
It is the confetti.
No, that's my
Mhm,
favorite.
mhm.
No,
they don't
I'm
have one in
jealous.
Seattle.
I got one
Lemon or
like 5
birthday
minutes
cake,
away.
but that birthday cake be hidden. I'm sorry.
No, you're eating this in front of me. No.
I was craving this. I
I'm
had those last
jealous.
week. I know it, right?
No, I gotta look away. I gotta look away. I'm trying to reduce my sugar intake.
But
Y'all see how she
basically,
ate?
in the oh,
Go ahead.
sorry.
No, go
My
ahead.
bad.
Go.
No. Go ahead, because I think we need to know this.
So basically, in the new executive order, he was saying, "Oh, I'm going to beef up police or restore the fighting force for police." Nobody read deep enough though to see that like what he basically said was, "Yep, police, active duty military, and National Guard all got immunity if I need some stuff to go down." And that's against the Constitution. We are not allowed to do that against you guys because we protect you and your rights. Like we are never able to like fire on you guys. We would literally go to jail, like
But
Geneva
he's
Convention
basically
jail.
saying, go. Basically, he's saying you can go ahead and firearm him. Y'all ain't gonna go to jail. I got your back.
Basically.
Pretty much.
Can he do that? Is he
Well,
arguing that? I love some
it's an
ASMR, y'all.
unlawful, it's an
So you
unlawful and
dare
unethical order. So we have the right to say, hey, no, we're not going to do that, which I think that's what's going to happen. So before Joe Biden left office, and Stephen Austin, love Stephen Austin, that was the best defense secretary we had. They went to Congress and basically made the article that says the UCMJ law that says that we have the right to disobey a lawful, an unlawful and unethical order. They expanded it. So it doesn't just say like unlawful and unethical order. It expands to like what it actually is. It's in more detail. So they did their big one for protecting us because they knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah, because I was thinking like, one, it's not enough military to cover the entire country, right?
Not Steve Austin. What was his name? I can't even think. I know his last name is Austin.
And two, you also have to get what you do have to go against the Constitution, because I can just imagine some soldiers don't want to go against their own American citizens, right?
Lloyd. Why do I always call him
Lloyd,
Steve? His name is
Oh yeah,
Lloyd
it's Lloyd
Austin.
Austin.
My bad. I used to always call him Steve because like I
come
would have
on,
to
W.
look through
Brad.
pictures.
By the way, I would
You think
like to
about
say
wrestling?
that Jessica is currently bullying me with using ASMR for my favorite cake.
That's how you
I
get the
love
diabetes.
ASMR. Like I be wanting to do it on my backup page, like turn it into an ASMR, an entire ASMR.
Oh, I got two more things to say real quick, and I want to drop. But the second thing is, well, I'm sorry. Were you finished?
Oh no, I just wanted to tell y'all about that. I was gonna post it in Discord, but then I was like, it's kind of
No,
not
still
nice to
post
the
it in the
American
Discord.
people.
Still post it in the Discord, so we can know. We love to be able to have that information, and that way we can read up more on it. And that way, if anybody want to take it somewhere, they'll be able to have all of that. You like put a 1 in the chat if you like ASMR. Put a 2 in the chat if you do not, because most of my royal family hate when I start doing ASMR. And I'm gonna lie, it's funny. I was one of those.
Taylor was saying that.
Yeah, I like ASMR. The whole. She said 1 and 2. It depends on what you're doing. Taylor said 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, so ASMR is when they do all the like.
I get in trouble.
I
if
don't know
I
why I just
No,
reached for a
you
pew pew,
won't,
but that
Brad.
just
No, you
like
won't.
made me. That made my like. That gave me goosebumps.
So
Stop
like
doing
you would do
ASMR
something like
with that
this.
cake.
That sounds very not okay. This doesn't sound TikTok appropriate. This sounds like after dark hours.
Stop
Especially the
inserting
very
that
first
thing.
one.
That's how you know you're doing it right.
Oh my goodness. I'm trying.
Taylor's about to leave, y'all.
Taylor, don't leave us. They put this on there and they go like this.
It sounds like every Sunday when you go sit on that couch at your grandma's house with all that plastic on there.
Oh God.
And then when you try to get up, your legs be stuck to the seat.
Yep.
Sweating. Okay, my bad. Do something. Go ahead. What would you want to say?
Nah, you go. Second one was about my girlfriend Jasmine or whatnot.
Crockett.
So yeah, that one. So but she's God, I want to say she's vice. I do too. God, I can't, man. Look, I'm on some medication right now, so please forgive me. But she's not vice chair, but God, why can't I think of? I couldn't think of martial law. But matter of fact, give me a second. I'm gonna show y'all my whole situation going on right now, or whatever. So I'm trying to talk to y'all.
Yeah, they're not gonna let you do nothing. Hey, y'all.
Yeah, so say hi. But all right. So let me get him off because they done banana me for that before. But anyway, so the person that where she's not the vice or where she's vice, but it's somebody else. He's a Democrat. He's stepping down or whatever. But she is taking. Well, I'm hoping she's taking his place.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oversight committee.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
The oversight committee, the president oversight committee has stepped down because that's the one that Jasmine AOC wanted, but they voted the old man in, and now the old man has stepped down. Jasmine is the vice president, so it's only right that she steps up. So they were also tagging Jeffries, letting them know that Jasmine Crockett needs to now be the president, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Yes.
So I don't know if y'all had talked about that, but I thought it was a good talking point. And then the last thing is Did you come up with 2 people yet?
2 people for what?
I told you on the 4th. I gotta renew my Jessica subscription, and I was gonna.
2 people to send it to.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. We'll have somebody.
Right. So today the
Maybe.
2nd. So
I'll have somebody. So
yeah, basically
who's gonna need a
4th
subscription?
Yeah,
I'm gonna need a
whoever's-
renewal.
Well, put it in, figure it out. But let me get back to this guy because
Okay, he needs some attention.
he
He said, "Right now, Daddy."
That part. But all right. I'm in the chat though. I'm listening.
All right. Anybody here watch the Miss Pat show? If so, put a 1 in the chat.
Okay, she's my spirit animal.
I know. I love her
you
too.
watching because I ain't be watching these.
Baby, see, you ain't seen Sinners, but you worry about your schoolwork. Where them fans at? You want to debate, brother?
Ooh, I'm ready for any debate.
Oh hell no! Let me get down. Hold on.
All right. Good night, baby.
Oh,
Not good night. I know you'll be in the chat.
I'm dead.
Oh, this is strictly for Rhea. He probably won't even come up. Oh, look, there you go.
Hi, Bretta. I've seen you in people's lives.
Yeah, I'm the owner of DebateTok.
You're not, but I know who you are.
How much
Because
do they
everyone-
pay you?
I get paid in country and in God's love. I get paid in freedom.
Is it the same God that them white T folks pray to over on the right?
Yeah, he is the creator of everyone.
Okay,
Yeah.
just making sure. Just so I
He's
can know
not
what
the
type of
creator of
currency you're
me.
getting.
All right, so are we going to discuss the recently released GDP estimate?
I haven't seen that yet.
Well, there's -3 GDP growth. How do you feel about that?
I've got to look at your sources and I got to
source is
research that.
BEA.
Because...
The only source there is, ma'am.
What is your resource?
BEA.
So I'm gonna need to make sure that's regulated by the
with whiskey.
resources.
It is a whiskey.
I'm sorry?
Shan, I'm hollering.
What was that, ma'am?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
BEA.
She said that she hasn't read the source, so you have to give her time to look
Or
to
at
look
least
that
like
up.
point me to the news article so I can look at that.
BEA.
How do you feel about it, brother?
It's amazing. What do you mean? I'm so excited.
Be more specific than just DEA. Like, what do I put?
BEA, Bureau of.
So you're telling me the GDP is going down?
All right, were you about to insult me over there, Bretta? I heard you about to say something.
No, BEA, Bureau of Economic Analysis.
All right, and give me more than just that. What's the title of it? Like the article.
Debating politics for the course of a year. And you
Hold on. No, Bretta. No, she hasn't been debating politics. No, she has.
Like
but on here on live, she's 18 years old.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, first of all, but please do not try to belittle anyone because we have not begun to belittle you, which is respectfully easy to do.
Respectful.
All right. I'll just put it on the screen. It's all good. I gotta fire my laptop up.
You don't have to put it on the screen. You don't have to put it on the screen.
Just give me the title. I said I'm typing in BEA. What do you want me to type in? GDP like growth?
BEA.gov.
All right.
Okay, when you go to BEA.gov, right?
Yes.
What do I put? Would you just want the latest personal income and outlays? There's a gross domestic product first quarter. Is that what you want us to click on?
So you do realize, first of all,
like
Biden was president for the first month of January. So there's that. And then it says in the fourth quarter of 2024, hold on.
Thank you, Santoro.
Oh, that's your little, that's your little, yeah.
That's weird. Is she teacup? Is she talking from teacup or is that?
No, it's been like that from It's a
Oh,
glitch
sorry.
in
My
TikTok.
my friend is like calling me like 5 times. This girl is not taking no for an answer.
See what you want. It might be an emergency. Oh,
Yeah,
you're
it might be an
back. Your
emergency,
teacup is back.
Right.
Be
I can
right
turn
back.
my.
She says it's an emergency. I'll be right back.
She says it's an emergency. Yeah, go ahead. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I'll
Go
be
ahead.
right back.
All right, Jessica. Do you see it?
So you're telling me the GDP is projected to go down?
Yes.
Is
It's
that a
wonderful.
good thing or a bad thing?
Well, we got to see why, right? So
Let's hold on. Yeah, it says O is a rate of 0.3.
mhm.
So I mean, like, why is it a good thing that it would be going down?
So let's see, right? So we know that the GDP accounts for unemployment, consumer spending, and domestic manufacturing. Please keep that one in mind, right? Domestic manufacturing. So I'm reading here the decrease in real GDP. You know the difference between real and nominal, right?
Y'all are not beating these allegations.
Okay. So the decrease in real GDP in the first quarter primarily reflected an increase in imports, right?
We don't
Which,
have an increase in imports, though.
why are you arguing with a government source?
Okay, go ahead.
All right.
Go
So
ahead.
the decrease in real GDP in the first quarter primarily reflected an increase in imports.
I'm back. That was not an emergency.
Oh,
She was
Which
trying to
are-
hook. She was trying to set me up with someone.
oh, tell them you focus on your schooling. The decrease in real
did.
GDP in the first quarter.
Y'all know the difference between real and
The
nominal,
G,
right?
Why are you being
primarily.
condescending?
I'm
Girl, he
asking.
a man. That's all they know how to do. That's why he ain't got no
No,
girlfriend
because
right
you're
now.
literally being condescending towards me and Jessica, and we're just trying to learn. We're just like.
All right. Then
But he don't know how to do. That's why he ain't got no girl right now.
I could get a girl anytime, and Jessica.
No, you can't. Come on now.
You would have a phenomenal time with me, and we would look good together.
Me? Everybody drop some laughing emojis in the chat, please. Please drop some laughing emoji. And then also drop that emoji with that long ass nose on it. The one where people lie, you know.
Okay.
Oh, drop the clown emoji. Drop the clown emoji.
Eating on camera is disgusting, by the way.
I don't give a fuck. What makes you think I care? You think I'm trying to? You think I need you to validate me?
Uncultured.
You think I'm trying to impress you?
Yeah, you should be. I'm the owner of DebateTok.
He's smacking on that mic just to annoy him.
Oh God, please.
Does that make you
Damn
want to
near
leave,
good.
Greta?
Oh my God.
Damn near good.
You on another live, brother?
All right. Which are
Good. I'm chewing my mouth open.
Okay, one person put the clown emoji.
Yeah.
Brother, did Smackers cook you on another live?
So Jessica, you.
Oh, go no. Let the men handle it. Go ahead, Naquan.
Just cook you on another live.
Cook his ass again. Double fry that motherfucker.
You ran when we asked you a certain question. You stayed on quiet.
Double fry that motherfucker.
You came up there. You
somebody
stayed
drop
on
him.
quiet. They asked you a question and you stayed on hush.
I got it recorded, so you can pop.
I'm glad you do, because your
recorded.
followers are gonna see that you stayed on hush because
Yo, bro,
you came up there making the
Like
allegation.
5 gallons of saliva in
You
your mouth.
came up there making the allegations that
you have
Obama
nothing.
put out the thing. So
you don't have any factual evidence. You got
he never do.
insults, just like your president.
So basically, once he starts getting cooked, he starts insulting people.
Fucking jump me, Jessica. Let me speak.
No.
Are you crashing out?
Yeah.
You're being more of a baby than me, an 18-year-old.
All right, which is
which is crazy. Decent, thank you for the $5 for eating on TikTok is cute. Come on now, drop some coconuts for do something in the chat for the $5. Say eating on TikTok is cute. Thank you. I be eating this shit. I be eating this shit
because you need an op, and I came up because I'm.
Hold on. No, I don't need you. I don't need you. I don't need you. That's what y'all be thinking. I don't need you. That's not even what we're even talking about.
Bretta,
I brought you up here because Rio want to debate somebody. You're not needed.
Joined up, Bretta, because I wanted to debate someone. And
I'm just giving her something to play with. I don't need you. I don't ever need you, bruh. Matter of fact, Where you at? I can block you and you don't never have to come back to this motherfucker. Put a comment in the
You're
chat.
just a play toy.
Put a comment in.
Want to watch y'all debate, and then y'all just
don't worry about it. I'm gonna show you how much I don't need you. Don't come back. Brother's been blocked.
Yeah.
Just that quick. I joined up. Don't worry about it.
Why you always do side shows until somebody pay the job? Then it's Naquan do come riding pussy.
Look at that. Nobody paid for neither one of you broke ass niggas. Get the fuck out of my life.
I wanted him because he
Sorry.
I wanted to know.
Sorry. I need these people to know that they're not needed. I don't need anybody to pay you to fucking drop. Rhea wanted somebody to debate with. I know he would debate with her, but you're not going to be condescending. You're not going to be disrespecting women. You're not going to keep talking down on us. That's what the fuck you're not going to do. And I'm not going to sit up here and do that. And nobody got to pay you to do that shit. I can do that shit my fucking self. And as a matter of fact, to show you that I don't need you, I'm blocking your ass. Don't fucking come back. That's how I don't need no ops. There's a lot of conversations. See, that's the thing. Have we lost the plot? Thinking that people are thinking that they need fucking MAGA because y'all are wanting this and that. That is not my mission. I'm going to always follow my passion, which will pin me to my purpose. And when I plan properly, I'm going to always experience prosperity. The money is just going to come because I am going to be doing the work. We're going to have a good time. People want to show love and support because they know how it could be and just want to show love and just thank you for the space or whatever the case the fuck may be. But you can get the fuck out. I don't need you. First of all, I'm a black woman. Period. That's enough said. They can go fight in their mirrors. Yeah. And Santoro, say something so I can block you too. You don't have to come back either. I don't need no fucking clown show. I am the show. This is the Just Show. What are you talking about? I've been live streaming for 5 years. This is the first live streaming platform that I've been on where I can actually bring people up. I've been talking to a phone for 5 years. Fuck is you talking about? By myself.
He a brother fan.
Building communities.
He legit.
The fuck?
All he do is follow brother from live to live. That's it.
Thank you, lady.
That's his savior.
Yeah, he showed you. Thank you, Santoro. But if he's a savior, drop him a galaxy. That's his little yeah. And he got mad when I said that's his little yeah. Like, bro, no, because what we have these conversations for is for learning and let's to provoke some critical thinking. Period.
Why was he acting half my age when I'm 18? That's actually why.
Like you come up here condescending already. Dang, you ain't missed nothing. Earlier, y'all was looking for you. He talking about you don't eat on camera. It's cute. Who the do you think you are? Why do males? Because I don't want to confuse him with real men. That I'm trying to validate you, bro. You lost your whole girlfriend because you can't stay off TikTok. Because you run across these TikTok streets, like you need this. This gives you purpose. Like you have to lie to yourself and say you the owner of political something, whatever the fuck you be saying. Like you have to boost yourself up. You need this. The fuck out of here. I don't need you. Don't ever come back to my live. How about that? Let me show you.
Thank you, Lady Lando.
Okay, always. Jessica is a dominant in the room. Thank you, Shen. I appreciate it. And so much more beautiful than listening to a male for a change. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I appreciate the gifts, but it's not about me. Take care of the lovely ladies.
Love you.
I actually just come up here to dog walk people most of the time.
To the point. I thought he was gonna double fry him. Then you went from condescending to women. So then when I bring a man up on her who had already cooked your motherfucking ass, hey, y'all, we're getting our sounds back tomorrow. So I'm gonna have our money pew pew sound. I'm gonna have all this. She's a runner. She's a track star. I bought I bought a computer, you guys. So first of all, I want to thank y'all because y'all have allowed me to invest into elevating these live streaming moments, elevating everything that we do. Does Queen Jessica have a Discord? Yes. Naquan, can you send no one?
I need a new link. I gotta send it.
Okay, I'm gonna send it to you right here.
Expired. I meant to hit you on this.
I'm gonna send it to you right now.
Ooh, I'm excited.
So I get some W Royal families in the chat. W Royal families, because I really want to thank each and every one of y'all because y'all are the ones that allow me to be able to continue to invest in the experience that we had together. Work on all the things that I do so we can be able to have these conversations, look up the research and just kind of elevate the experience for all of us. So I invested in a computer. It'll be here tomorrow. We're going to be setting it up so that we can And if somebody is familiar with OBS, I'm gonna need some help. But tomorrow, what we're gonna do is so I can be able to have my sounds back, so that I can still send it to YouTube and Twitch, because that's why the computer is taking my YouTube and Twitch, and I can't turn it out loud. I'm here for it. Thank you. So I just want y'all to know that you guys are a part of this, and I just want to let y'all know that I'm grateful and I appreciate it.
Ooh, that's gonna be so exciting.
Yes, I know, right? So I haven't had a PC in a long time, but that way I can bring my, because we used to have our sounds that be like, I had sounds for different gifts. I had the she's a runner, she's a track star for when people, run away. I had the you're fired, you're fired, you're fired for when people get dropped. I
You
had
should
all
do
of
like
that.
the put them like when someone makes
I
a
got
really-
that sound too. Hold on, let's go through it because
Yes.
I can look it up. I can put it on my phone, but I didn't want to be holding my phone to the fucking mic every time we're gonna say something. So maybe at the end of y'all we'll do word of man. Oh, I got new stickers. Shout out to everybody that be having stickers as well. I appreciate it. Submitting their stickers, or y'all be having y'all drop y'all. If you're a sub, can y'all drop y'all favorite sticker in the chat?
Rich, I've seen you before.
Can y'all drop y'all?
Hold on, Rich.
Hold on one second, Rich. I got you. Give me 1 second. I want to
That's my favorite sticker. You're in a cult.
If you are a new subscriber and you have not gotten a link yet, please drop a one in the chat so I can send it to y'all now, because I will be taking a break for a few days.
Wait, you taking a break?
Yeah.
I ain't mad at you. Sometimes a break is needed.
That's
It's been
so
a long
real,
fucking
Juan.
2 weeks.
Yeah, no, I had to crash out on one of my siblings, and between that and Mother's Day coming up, it's just not.
Oh, I bet it is. I'm sending you love. Yes, y'all love this sticker. Yes, drop your favorite stickers. Your stickers. I love those. I do some. Those are the ones all y'all submitted. Do some.
You're in a cult.
So we have this one for when people send any of the cat ones. Hold on, let me turn it up. So when people send the cat gifts, we have that one. When the shit just be going back to back. Another one. And when people like brother coming here to about you need me. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
I want a Kamala Harris one.
Oh, we got one. Hold on, I got allegedly for when we say stuff like, oh, DT rigged the, oh shit, that.
Do you have like
hold on, I do have a Kamala Harris one.
People who join up your panel?
Huh?
Do you have ones for like people who continuously join up your panel?
I don't know what I would technically like what I would use. If you have any suggestions, I'm always up for that.
We did it, y'all.
Oh,
anytime we reach our goals, we say, we did it, y'all. Yes, that's my favorite one. Because I did this video when I won this competition on another live stream, and I would think it was a billboard I won, and I was like, we did it, y'all. I love that one. Yeah, maybe I'll do that when motherfuckers about to crash. Oh, I do have one when people are about to crash out. This one.
That's funny.
When people like brothers say that's not cute or you would have a good time with me, I say, you're a joke. Have a good night, Black. It's so good seeing you again, love. Thank you so much for joining in. I appreciate you. It's a long time no see. Sending you nothing but love. This is for when they go look up their information. And they teacup, we put on the whole music. This is for when people throw the money, pew pew. This is when they don't have any facts.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna find a quote that like I want said every time I make a good point.
You're right. You say you what you want to say? Say that again, Rhea.
I'm gonna find a quote from Kamala Harris that's like gonna be said after every time I make it a good point. I don't know who's gonna use it, but I want one.
Okay, I'll look for one. Okay, Rich, welcome to the chat. How are you? I got more. We can get back to them afterwards. Rich, how are you?
Doing very good, very good. Just to be clear, your question says, "Have we lost the plot?" Are you talking about America as a whole, or your Democratic Party?
America as a whole.
Oh wow, okay. Uh, well, first off, I do this for a living. So, how much are you paying me for this debate? Because I have a lot to offer, and this is my job now. So, how much am I
Get out
going
of
to be
here.
paid?
Get
No,
out of
I'm
here.
serious.
Get out
How
of
much
here.
am I going to be paid?
Hold on. Are you trolling? Or are you serious?
No, I'm serious. I do this for a living.
okay.
I've been doing.
So let me show y'all what other sounds I got. You know what? When I really want somebody to like really get it, I'd be like,
Oh my God. Yes, I have more followers than him.
You know how they come in with their sad story, like I used to be a Democrat, but
No.
The fuck? Are you kidding me?
Dude had 550 followers. I have more than him.
He's not getting his shade. That mic is trash. Exactly. Ain't nobody paying you to talk on that shit. They're like, can you fix your mic? That's my favorite sound when they start crashing out and they leave. Y'all drop the "She's a runner, she's a track star" sticker, y'all.
He was using a voice editor. That is either a president or a senator voice. I know that voice because I've heard the speeches before, and I cannot think who the fuck it is right now.
I don't know why I have that one. Of course, I know why I have this one.
You lying? Why you always lying?
Hey, do something for the $2 for I need you to pay me. I'm fucking hollering. Thank you. Do something. I appreciate you. Do something. Say, here's the $2 for I need you to pay me. I'm dead. Yes, you guys. We have $252 left in our nightly goal. We have 167 people in here. Tap the screen. Let's get to 100K. I'm sorry, you guys. We're not doing a lot of chaos tonight, but it's okay. I feel like we need a break, and
we're just chilling.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that. If y'all are okay with that, I'm okay with that. Pay him no rabbit ass mind. Exactly, Dave. Let me see. I don't know why. I don't even know why I have this sound, but I love that song. Let me unfavorite it. So I need to clean this up, really. We need a break. I don't know. I wish I had some. We should do Thirsty Thursday or Fuck It Up Friday or something like that, huh?
So the voice he edited his voice to sound like is Ronald Reagan. I had to look up the speech.
Oh, that's what he was sounding like?
I remember listening to Ronald Reagan's speech. I remember the name of the speech, but I could not remember who it was. It was Ronald Reagan.
Ooh, yes, movie night. We can do y'all Sunday. We're doing movie night. We're watching Inside Out 2. Inside Out 2. I know it's a cartoon, but I love cartoons. Welcome back, Glitzy. How is it out there in them streets? Y'all tap the screen, share the live. Let's get up to 100K. Have we lost the plot?
Also, if you liked what I've said during this live, please follow me. I'm trying to get to 1K before I start going live.
The plot isn't in the room with us. It definitely is not Chase. I will say that. Baby, we gonna have to put on our handy. The plot is missing. Cute movie. Yeah, sometimes we got to get in touch with our feelings and our emotions again.
Plot is undefined. It is one.
Oh, yes. We're about to get into Sinners. If you don't want any spoilers, you guys, reminding me, I have crumble. Oh, you got a crumble cookie? What's your?
Crumble? What crumble? Which one? I was looking at the cookies. I look at them literally at Sunday at 5 p.m. when they get out.
I'm fucking hollering. I'm fucking dead. Anybody, we're about to get into Sinners. Could you put a 1 in the chat again if you have seen Sinners? The plot is not found. No, it is not. That didn't sound like Reagan. Was that Reagan? Okay, this is going. I'm just letting you guys know. You're about to start talking about Reserve 1. I'm about to start talking about Sinners. Let me see if I can get it. Hold on. Y'all can talk to each other real quick. I want to do a quick background for Sinners.
I'll
Y'all
entertain
don't.
y'all.
Yes.
So, guys, my name is Ria. I'll do a quick introduction. I'm 18 years old. I'm a senior in high school. I'm going to start going live and doing TikTok debates in 2 weeks. So, if you want to follow me, I would love that. We love Jessica. All hail our beloved queen, Jessica Simone. Of course, we got Naquan over here.
Go, brother. Go, brother. Go.
Here go his voice right here.
It came from Peter Sweeney. He's in the 2nd grade in the Riverside School in Rockville Center.
Oh.
And he said, I hope you get well quick.
I know I remember the
That
president.
sounds so similar to it.
I don't like the president, so I'm gonna remember him. I thought it was the senator that I did not like though. But yeah, he was using a voice editor most likely.
Y'all can do that and they can just talk in those voices?
Yeah.
They're fucking weird.
Weirdos.
I can do that on
Sounds pretty evil to me.
Yeah, I can do that on Serato. I can change anybody's voice on Serato Studio.
Oh, so is Serato an app?
It's a beat making app, but you can change people voices on it. You can drag it out. You can make it pitched and everything else. But most of them just download apps to do that stuff.
Boy, I almost thought you were snoring for a second.
That yawn.
I'm like, my pro brother tired out here cooking motherfuckers. My brother said, you need me. You brought me up because you need a op. I don't. That's the problem. And that's why I didn't think it was a good idea to be running and chasing no fucking Charlie Kirk. We don't need them motherfuckers. They want to feel needed. That's the one thing they need in life, which is why a lot of them are MAGA. Just to feel like somebody would talk to me. When you don't get any human interaction, when your mama ignore you, your daddy ignore you. Like, you don't care. You don't care how you get it. You don't care how you get it. You just like, hey, debate me. Talk to me. I'm a man.
You need me.
A
Let me
man is a man.
mansplain this shit. Mansplain it. Give me a sec. Let me mansplain, Naquan.
One of the mods dropped me so I can finish watching this movie with the broke best friend. I'm in
What you
here.
watching? What y'all watching?
Some kid movie.
Okay, go ahead.
She is.
All right.
This is what I'm
Oh.
watching, y'all. Hold on.
Can I come up, please? I want to talk this movie. Yes. If you watch Sinners and you want to talk about it, what up, Hector?
Sinners is so good. I'm sorry.
Yes. If you've seen Sinners and you want to come up and talk about it, definitely request that. We'll definitely let you up.
All right, this is my time to leave. I will catch you in your next live.
Good night,
Thank you,
Ria.
everyone, and I love you, Jessica. Thank you for letting me hijack your panel for a couple hours.
No problem.
I will say, like, I absolutely love the movie. The only thing that practically almost ruined it was my theater was completely full of people just talking the entire time and using their phones to take pictures with their flashes on the entire time.
Hold on, what?
I had,
you want to
like,
see it for the fourth time?
Oh man, Michael B.
see
Jordan can do anything.
I saw Sinners on CNN. He was in the Oval Office. I'm hollering. He definitely was, though. I'm not gonna. He ain't wrong when he
So,
said it. Okay.
Who did you prefer, Smoke or Stack?
Damn, I don't know which one is
Smoke
which.
was the more calm one. Stack was the one that smiled more often.
The one that didn't. The one with the black
Stack
lady.
is the one that didn't die.
But they both died.
No, they didn't.
What up, Joe? How you doing?
Wait,
Yes, they did.
You didn't stay for the after credit scene?
I did. Just because he was in the after credits doesn't mean he wasn't dead, though.
Okay, true. I'm saying he was still right. You know what I meant.
Y'all, we're talking about Sinners, and you guys, we a spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Just so you guys know, you're going to be hearing spoiler alerts.
What I should
let
say
me make
is,
you guys big over here. That was
Well, I should say his stack was the one
that was remixed by
Vampire.
Run DMC. It also sounded like enhanced. Short little stack of what? We talking pancakes? No shit. We're talking about the movie Sinners. The movie Sinners. Let me make y'all big again. My bad, y'all. The movie Sinners. There we go. This movie here. Michael B. Jordan, yeah, he did a great job. He did a great job of playing both characters, which I know is a hard thing to do. Now, I'm no Michael B. Jordan, but I have a web series called #I'm Bay, in which I play two characters simultaneously, like Michael B. Jordan plays him and his twin brother. I play two characters as well, and it was a lot. It was, I wouldn't say hard to do, it was fun, but it's definitely a lot. So I just want to, Lorraine, we're talking about Sinners, and if you have not seen it, you don't mind spoilers, we're gonna have some spoilers. It was really suspenseful and entertaining at the same time, definitely. The one that ended up being with the black lady with the baby at the end, that's the one I like the most. I have a spoiler.
Okay, yeah, that was Smoke.
Okay, yeah, I like Smoke. I like Smoke.
I like both of them for different reasons, but
I like Smoke more. But you're right.
Oh yeah, Stack, the one that became the vampire, had more charisma.
Yeah,
The one that was smiling and everything.
Who was the one that shot old boy in the butt at the beginning? I mean, that pew.
Oh, that was Smoke. That was Smoke.
Okay, yeah, that's the one I liked.
Smoke didn't play no games. Smoke say, "Well, I can't have y'all out here playing with my reputation out here in these streets."
You know what's funny about that scene at the end where he starts going off on the Triple K people?
Mhm.
He actually did pew pew training for that, and there's a video of him doing the pew pew training at a course and everything. Like Michael B. Jordan did some serious, like with real weapons. Like he did some serious like pew pew training. There's a video.
I love when they really get into it.
Yep.
For their role. I think that I want to talk about too the messaging of the movie, feeling like him and his brother is like some duality of like controlling yourself, looking at yourself and not being able to kill off some of the hardest parts of yourself because you think that he's going to make this really big decision, which he's going to have to unalive his brother, right, for his own safety. But yet, he couldn't do it. Like sometimes you can either let parts of you consume you, the worst parts of you consume you, or something like that, or I don't know. I just don't know. Because it could be viewed in so many different ways. Hey, you guys, everybody that just came in, we're talking about Sinners. If you've not seen it and you don't want any spoilers, you might want to take a quick break. But if you have seen it, we'd love to talk about it. What did you think about the scene where Sammy was playing? I definitely wanted to get in that. I think that was one of the most beautiful scenes in the entire movie because only Ryan Coogler could have created such a scene because it's engulfed in all of the evolution of our music, the evolution of our culture, the evolution of how we feel music,
right?
How we dance to it, how it makes us feel, and how it was all intertwined together. I think was just beautiful.
Yeah, the imagery of them of like when the place was like on fire and everything, and it pans to the outside and it shows them with the entire place burned down and in flames. They like that imagery was like powerful.
What did you think about that scene? Do some.
We talking about the fire scene, or we talking about the music scene?
The fire scene. Well, in the music, it was fire. It seemed like the place had burned down, but they were still playing the music.
Yeah, that was like the end of the scene.
Okay, so
Twin.
It kind of like just transpired with me, like real nostalgic on a couple of different how can I say, different levels or whatnot. That makes sense depending on which genre they were. So not genre, but year or whatever that they were kind of like going through. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of like that part. Now I did want to ask a question about, because I went to the bathroom and the person I was with, she couldn't tell me what happened. But you remember when they was all around the fire outside. They were like chanting and dancing or whatever. What was going on there? Because I walked in there, I was like, okay, so what happened? And she's like, and I was like, so what happened? And she just couldn't tell me what happened. But what happened?
Why she couldn't say what happened?
Because I don't know if she was just engaged in the movie and she just couldn't get it out, but she couldn't tell me what happened. Like it was just like she was trying to keep watching it, and like she was trying to explain to me, but at the same time she was trying to finish watching what was going on, I guess.
It was just he was singing, and just you could just tell he just engulfed in the music and just what music means to our culture and how it can invoke like also two spirits, how you channel something when you dance, you channel something when you create music, this feeling and this energy, and just it was just like different not genres, different eras of music dating back to back from Africa, then the drums and
Well,
the
no,
outfits that we
not.
were.
I seen that part. It was when the vampires was outside dancing.
Oh, well, they had already got eaten up.
Yeah, he was talking
So
about that. Yeah, I'm sorry.
my bad. Go ahead, because I thought he was talking about the other part.
No,
My
he was
bad.
talking about the part where they're all like in a like circle, going around
Yes,
in a
man.
circle.
Yeah,
and they were
Yeah.
singing.
That part I came in, I'm like, what? So what's going on? And she couldn't tell me what was going on.
They had ate all the because when was it Stack that had died?
Yeah, yep. Because he
When
was out
Stack
there
had
too.
died, they told everybody to get out of the place. So when they got out of the place, the vampires turned all of them into vampires. So they were all controlled by the head vampire and doing whatever he wanted to do. So that's when they were dancing outside, it's because he had just turned them into vampires. And it looked like some type of almost ritual shit too.
Yeah, that's what I walked in there. I thought they was doing some ritual, and that's what I was like trying to figure out what was going on. But yeah.
You know what was one of the funniest parts was when they threw out the guy and then ended up finding out that he was drunk, not bitten.
And they're like, damn.
Right.
It was too late
Yeah.
when they went to come back outside to get him. And so what do y'all think about at the end? Also, too, you guys can answer in the chat. What do y'all think about at the end? Now, Smoke It Is had that bag around his neck that protected him. So when I felt like when Stack was trying to bite him, he couldn't get close because he had the bag on him and it was protecting him, which wouldn't allow him to bite him, right? But before he went out with all of the Triple K members, he could have kept it on to keep his protection. But why do you guys think that he pulled it away? I have an idea, but I kind of want to hear you guys first.
In my opinion, I think it's a few things. So one, he didn't want to be in a world where he couldn't be with his brother. And two, he felt like he just wanted, if he couldn't be in a world with his brother, he felt like he wanted to finally let himself pass so he can be with with the woman and the baby. And I think that's what ended up. That was the point of him taking it off, that he was finally ready to go since he couldn't be with his brother anymore.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the same take on it. He couldn't be with his brother now. The woman and the baby part, but that you might got a point there too. But definitely with his brother, I'm gonna say he gonna be with him. So yeah, I feel you on that one.
Now I feel like he's been connected to his brother for so long, and there was a reason why he couldn't be with the woman. And he no longer wanted to. I maybe not want to kill him or unalive him, because if I unalive him and he goes to wherever his girlfriend is, whenever he dies, he's going to see both of them, and he could feel like it's still going to separate him from being with the woman. So I feel like him not unaliving his brother, making him stay in this realm, and then not wanting to be protected, because he pulled it off before he ever went through the thing with the Triple K. He pulled it off before he even started puming. So I feel like he knew he was going to go out, and after I do this, I do want to go out, and I want to be with her, and I want to be with only her, and I don't want my brother to continue to interrupt in the afterlife and feel like I can't fully give myself to her, because I feel like he wanted to be with her, but his brother, like, we need to do this, we need to do that, and because they are twins, they stay joined together. But now, if I don't unalive you, you won't be in this afterworld to continuously keep me from fully giving myself to her, because he'll forever be a vampire. He'll be stuck. So most likely he won't be coming this way. You know what I mean? That's how I kind of felt. And I definitely knew that he wanted to be with her for sure.
That's actually a really good way of putting it.
I
think we're all in agreement on that part, that he wanted to be with her for sure.
I think I want to watch it tomorrow. Just
right?
like because that was making me want to go back to movies and see it. But another part that I loved, I really loved, is when and I can't think of his I want to say it was Smoke's girlfriend, the black chick, when she was like, they vampires. Nobody said, are you sure they're vampires, or they can't be vampires? No, they all went along with it. We need to break this. We need some steaks. We need garlic. We need dip. And they ran with it like it wasn't like it was clockwork. No, like nobody argued. But in a lot of movies,
like we be doing.
But like, he's not a vampire. No. I love that part.
Oh, that one scene. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jessica.
I was just gonna say, I feel like nobody argued against it, because nobody ever seen no shit like that. So nobody can say no, it ain't, because nobody's ever seen anybody bite somebody in the neck and you pew them and they just take off running. Nobody's ever seen that before. So whatever you say it is, it must be, because I ain't never seen no shit like that.
You mentioned the garlic. I love the scene with the old guy. I forget his name, the one that's always drinking. It was eating the garlic, and at first we all think he's getting ready to turn. He's a vampire, and then he's like, "Nope, that's just a beer."
Give me a minute.
Yes, she did, Charm. Yes, he's like, "Hold on."
He was like, "Give me a minute. Just give me a minute, damn it."
And then someone
Delta Slim.
And then another funny.
Well, I got y'all on mute, and I still see y'all talking about this man. I went to get.
They mentioned it in the comments, but it was another funny scene when Cornbread was trying to get back into the place.
Oh yeah, when he was like, "You been in and out."
When he came
you
back,
been in and out all this night. Why you need to invite in? Baby, let me tell you something. When Smoke was quick with it, because when he gave him his money, he grabbed him, but he like, bow, real fucking fast right before he could get him. If you watch that, we definitely, yes. If anybody can see, if y'all watch it, please stay after the credits for sure. And I sat there because I'm like, this might be a Marvel movie, and they didn't turn the lights on, so I'm like, I'm gonna stay just in case.
Yeah, there's 2 credit scenes, but I didn't stay for the second one. After the credits completely ends, there's a second scene where it shows Sammy is when he's younger, playing music again.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I read about it online, so that's how I know.
We gotta go see it again.
Yeah,
come on, you guys. Come on, you guys. Gotta go see it again. I didn't see. Okay, well, don't. Okay, I know you said that Sammy was playing when he was young, but if I don't want to talk about the second credit, because now I gotta go watch it again. Just so this little light, like on What's Love Got to Do with It? I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine.
One of the dumbest things I read online ever was yesterday. Someone said in the comment section that the movie had too much music in it. I'm like, part of the messaging of the movie is the fucking music.
Is the music.
Right, it's
It's
a
the music.
symbolicism.
Because they talk about how the music can summon angels, but also like demons. It just talks about how it summons spirits, basically. You know.
Well, one thing I want to say, John, are you a white man, YT man?
Yeah, I'm white.
Okay, so I don't want to offend you when I say this, but I gotta say it anyway.
No, go ahead. Nothing offends me. I'm all for bashing, or not bashing, but calling out white people
Yes,
problems. I'm all for it.
All right, so like this is something I see online as well. It said this movie shows you exactly how white people are always trying to get into black people's spaces and fuck it up. I started thinking about it, like, you know what, you so right. So
no, I can see that. I can see how
just like when they came in there, like, yeah, we just want to hear a little music.
Right.
We just want to, like, bro, you can be anywhere in the world. But why the fuck is you here?
See, that's another thing, right? That actually brings up another
That part, Char. We can't be inviting nobody in the house. If they can't walk the fuck in, if they need an invite, stay your ass outside.
You know what that reminds me is another message behind the movie that I think that I haven't heard yet, and I literally just came to mind that you mentioned that is that unfortunately white people are always co-opting other cultures and trying to make it their own, and I think that was another messaging behind the movie too.
Okay,
you know,
yeah, I can see
trying
that.
to make us you. Trying to get
like,
us to assimilate to you,
Yeah,
because
like the
they
triple-
all
yeah.
felt his pain. They all turned into him. They all was in his mind. They all do whatever he did. Oh, that's a good one, John.
Yeah,
Right.
that literally just came to mind when he mentioned that.
I didn't even think about it like that at all.
Right? Getting them to assimilate, just taking us, taking who we are.
Oh, so I got a question about cornbread. Oh, whatnot. Now, I was a little confused, and I think it was the word that they were using. But did cornbread know he was a vampire before he was a vampire? I mean, before it happened, because like when they was talking to him, they was like, "Where you been?" He's like, "I was just like." He literally seemed like he was really confused to me.
I think he knew, but they have to play it cool so he can get invited back into the house, into the place.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah, because I think they was talking to him, and he seemed like he was kind of confused for like 2 seconds or whatever. Like, what was I going that long? Like he really seemed like he was confused. But like I said, I'm going to the movies tomorrow. I'm gonna get one of those.
He had to play it cool so they can be like, all right, well, come on back in.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna catch an early show tomorrow. I promise. I'm rewatching.
Hey,
I ain't gonna lie, caught a matinee too. I caught it like 10 o'clock.
Oh
Was
yeah,
I the
I
only
was
one
at
who-
12.
Was I the only one who peeped out that cornbread got bit in his joint, his lower part?
No, shut up.
Because you
he
didn't see the
was
bite
taking a piss.
nowhere else. But when he was in the woods, and the two eyes was looking at him, I just assumed that he got bit down there.
Was there blood down there?
That's the thing. I ain't
It
know.
wasn't-
I didn't look.
When I tell you, I'm not exaggerating when I say the entire theater, which was sold out, was busting out laughing during that scene when the eyes started popping up and they were watching him. Like the entire place was cracking up. It was hilarious.
I didn't even see the eyes.
Yeah, it was in the bush.
Oh, see, now I gotta go watch again. That's why I see why everybody's like, I've watched it multiple times.
And it kind of foreshadowed. Can you remember? What was it? Stacks was talking about, selling cornbread. You want to make this money so your woman can, do her thing. And it's funny.
That ain't a bitch your thing off.
Yep.
Ooh, that's nasty work. Nasty.
Oh man, that movie, man. It got
Oh
so
my
many
god, what was
Easter
your
eggs.
favorite part though, Joe?
Oh man, so many.
I know. Or
I
what
g-
hidden message you felt like it was trying to portray?
I would say, damn, I can't. I'm lost.
Either or, it could be your favorite part or
I would say I kind of understood where Remick was coming from.
Even though
Where
he was
who?
the bad guy, I understood
Who?
where Remick was coming from as an
Who is
Irish.
Remick?
The vampire, the main vampire.
The white guy.
Yeah, that was his name.
When you say you understand where he's coming from, in what aspect?
In the fact that he understood, what African Americans have went through. So he was relating to us, but he was trying to say, if you join me, we can, go do our evil towards these other people that did wrong to us.
But one, I agree, he knows what he's doing. But two, very deceitful, because in some way, I think if I'm not mistaken, they said that when he turned them, he had control over them.
Right.
So even if I want to go do this to these people, are you going to make me do it to my own people? Or would it be deceitful? Because it's also white people telling us, yeah, this is what we're going to do for you. We're going to give you medicine, but it's syphilis. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
We're going to give you penicillin, but it's syphilis. Like, is it another misleading gesture?
Okay.
Wow. I didn't think about that.
I just thought of another thing. Sorry, if I may.
Go ahead.
So I just thought of another thing, right? I think the vampires are the sinners, and they were tempting Smoke and them to come over to their side. We can take the pain away. I would think that was the sin trying to tempt you.
Temptation. That's the real temptation. Maybe that the music is not the temptation, but more so them.
But
to live a life of sin. Because in order for them to live, they would have to continuously sin. So it's like the life of sin. See, that's what art's supposed to do. It's supposed to invoke conversation.
Right. But I'm hoping though they really do a prequel though.
Me too. And that was a good point. Is that you just said they hope to do a prequel to the Native Americans that tried to warn them in the beginning? Like they already knew.
I will, for just some clarification on that, Coogler said that he meant it as a standalone, as like a one-off film. Now, if it makes enough money and the studio wants to do another one, I'm pretty sure Coogler wouldn't do that movie because he wanted to do it as just a one-off.
Man, I hope he do some prequel because we need to know what happened when Stats and Smokes was in Chicago. How they was running, with Al Capone.
Brooke said that I think sinners is like a play on words. They were all sinners, dependent on your POV. True.
That part.
True. The triple K. The triple K. The people who were in the juke, whatever. Juke joint. Also to the vampires. It's just what type of sin. Maybe no sin is better than the other.
Infidelity.
Yep.
Greed.
What's it called?
Lust.
Adultery. No, what's it called when you have sex before you get married?
Fornication.
Yeah, fornication. Stealing, lying. Yeah. Perlene was getting on my nerves. Perlene was hot, baby.
You know what scene was wild? And I'm not going to go into too much detail, but when what's his name, Sammy was like, "I just want to taste you." That scene was wild.
Yeah, because with his stack, then I already told him what to do. You know what I'm saying? Eat the garlic, girl. You better eat that girl. That's how I was in the movie. So you better eat that damn garlic. Tell my don't taste right. We got vampires out here. You about to get your blown away if you don't eat this damn garlic.
Right?
What are you talking about?
I was mad when he said you got some drool on you, and she was like, "You want to taste it?" Like, yeah, like
that was so disgusting.
Yo, and then he spit in her mouth.
Oh, that was wild.
So bad.
That was wild.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, that is a pretty good one. Yes, Nelly. How many times you seen it? Y'all put how many times you've seen the movie in the chat.
I'll probably go see
He said, yeah, in a hurry. He sure did, man.
I already said it twice already.
You have? I just saw it for the first time yesterday. 4 times? You seen it 4 times, sweet?
Golly.
1.93. I'm hollering. How you get 0.93?
I saw 3 movies on Thursday, and Sinners was just one of them.
Did anybody find it weird that Perlene and Mary were both married? Neither one of their husbands came looking for them and let them go to the Jew joint by themselves.
Right.
Yeah, well, yeah, why your husband don't give a damn about you? Sweet, yeah, it's a good movie. What was your favorite part, Sweet? Yeah, I didn't think about that. Neither one of their husbands came looking for them. Like, where is my wife at this time of the night? Neither one of y'all. You know where they at? It was with their own. Because let me tell you something. It's a reason why women be cheating. Women don't cheat just because they just want to. Most 9 times out of 10, just go hoe around. Like, they cheat when they either already getting cheated on, they're no longer in love, they're not getting the what they need at the house, period. So, and if they're not getting the fact that they didn't come looking for them is the reason why they was cheating in the first place.
Yeah, they was out getting them stuff.
yeah, their husband was their other family. Okay, right? Like, yeah, baby, I'll be back.
Nah, but y'all want to know the biggest villain though?
Who?
The biggest villain was the Asian woman.
Because she said, "Come on in." I said, "Bitch."
She was the biggest villain. Oh my god! I wanted to jump to that.
Does that sound like a good idea?
In her defense, you gotta give her love. I mean, her daughter was going to die. I mean, be unalive, and her husband's out there, so she did crash out. But in her defense, she kind of had a reason too, in a way, because her family was out there.
I get it, but golly, he's going to just sacrifice.
Like, we could have had a plan. We could have had no type of plan.
Right. But somebody was deep. They said something about that though. There was like the same that scenario of the Asian lady and her husband, being there in the black community. And in today's age, in most black communities, we allow the Asians to, have carryouts, beauty supply stores. But when it comes to like situations for the black community, for them to stand up for us, they don't. They always like, hey, that ain't our problem. We need to lead. That's their issue.
And that's what it was given then. Like, okay, this is all cool and then, but then when it's my daughter and it's my problem, it's like, fuck all the rest of y'all. I gotta save her. And it was also symbolizing that the Asians have always been in the black communities. They have always had these stores in our communities and taking over, which is crazy too. Taylor, thank you for the $2 that says no more cookout invitations. You damn right. If you can't walk in here willingly, use a damn vampire. Use a vamp. Get on out here. Glad I wasn't the only one, baby. Because I said, bitch, shut up. What the fuck are you doing? You think that's the best thing to do? Just let them all in? Y'all are outnumbered. What are you talking about? You ain't give us no heads up. You just said, come on in. I'm like, hold on, miss. Let me grab my pew pew.
I felt sorry for Cornbread. He didn't.
They had 2 stores, both across the street.
He didn't even get to see what his wife was going to do.
Yeah, baby. He said she might put a mouth on it.
And why did he have to walk 50 miles to go take a pee?
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I thought y'all was men. Like he said, like what's his name? Delta Slim said you could have pissed right here.
Because then he said you also had to take like a number 2 as well.
No, he lied to say he had to take a number 2.
That's true.
Because it took him so long because the people had already you know what I'm saying? Aisha baby. Danny Dan, welcome on in. Anybody else want to give their opinion on it before? Let me see how long we've been on. Almost 3 hours. So anybody else want to get their opinion before we head on out of here? He did. He said, I feel like Delta Slim was like, before I leave this earth, I've been drinking my life away. He felt bad for what happened to his friend. Like, if I'm gonna die, let me die for something. And I think that was very heroic of him. And it just shows that some people, even though they seem like old drunks, that doesn't mean that they made bad people. Some of them just had bad times in their life and don't know how to get over or recover. And it doesn't mean that they wouldn't be heroic in their last moments. So,
Facts.
Joe, any last words on Sinners?
I was
Well,
gonna say, my bad. Go ahead.
I was gonna say it's a must see for those who ain't seen it, or matter of fact, if y'all have seen it, go see it the second or third or fourth time, because as me and Jess is realizing, there's a lot of parts we'd have missed out on, or some things that we haven't thought about, or I've seen it one time. I promise you, tomorrow morning about 10, 11, whatever time that I'm going to see it. I promise you. So go see it again.
Yes. Hey, Susie McLusie. Hey,
Hey,
Jocksock.
Susie.
Joe, any last words or last thoughts on Sinners?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, whoever haven't seen it yet, have an open mind. Like it's a lot of Easter eggs. There's a lot of Easter eggs in the movie. That's why a lot of people are seeing it 2, 3 to 4 times, because you're finding so many new things in this movie. It's an amazing movie. It's deep. I know a lot of it just wants some wham bam action type thing. But sometimes we need movies to let us, make us think a little bit, And this is a wonderful directing movie. So go watch it, go support it. We don't have too many movies like this. It don't always have to be about slaves. This one is action.
Because that's why I wasn't gonna go see it. I'm tired of slave movies. And as soon as I see it's back in the time, I immediately think slaves, and I'm tired of watching that shit. But it wasn't nothing about that, and I appreciate
And
that.
then we just say that Michael B. Jordan did his thing.
He did.
How they play twins, I was like, golly, that's impressive. So everybody, please go see it. Go support our people, man.
Thank you so much, Joe, for coming up.
No problem.
Let me see if I still got this picture up here. Hold on, y'all. Shit, y'all. I gotta be on my Michael B. Jordan. You don't want to see it. I beat on my Michael B. Jordan. This time I'm gonna say to the very fucking end. I'm not leaving this time because I don't want to miss out. See? Michael B. Jordan ain't the only person that can play twins, y'all. Michael B. Jordan ain't the only person that can play twins. Now, this particular web series, I wrote myself. I starred in it. It's about me, myself, love, and I. And it's about I'm deceased. I'm hollering. And yeah, it's about me, myself, love, and I. And it's my journey of self love. I actually have a poster that I'm going to put up on the wall. It's on my YouTube. So if you guys are in my YouTube and you go to my playlist, there's an I'm Bae playlist. It's 5 episodes. They're only like 3 to 5 minutes per episode. Really quick. It's just about how you're on this journey of self-love and just realizing how you not only just have to have your back, but inherently you do have your back. And we don't give ourselves enough credit on the love that we really do have for each other, even though we don't always feel it, because you are the reason, or you're the reason you are where you are today. You've gotten you this far. I'm pretty sure everybody in here has had a time in their life where they thought, like, I'm not going to make it. I don't know how I'm going to get through this. But look, you've gotten through that, right? Look at you. And it was your bae. It was that person in your head that's like wiping away your tears, telling you that it's going to be okay, telling you you got this and moving you forward. And I think that's very important, that you should, love yourself. He has final say in everything. Okay, come on now. I mean, don't they look good? This is when I really, really, really fell in love with myself even more. I'm like, damn, like, girl, I would fucking date you. You hear me? Look at you. Like, I like the way your stance, your whole demeanor is giving, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, no one. Thank you. I appreciate it. So, I did this for 5 episodes, 3 to 5 minute episodes, right? Michael B. Jordan did this for a whole 2-hour movie, which I know is not easy. So I respect him. I have a whole I already respected him as an actor, but I have a whole new respect for him. Let's see where we at. Is this it? Is this right? Let's see what we're looking at. Nope, it's the wrong one. Nope, that one doesn't show up. I was gonna have this one, but it didn't show up. Hey, do something. Thank you for the $2 for going to watch it later, and thanks for having me on. Of course, drop some coconuts for do something as well, you guys. Taylor, do something. Say, let's get this goal moving. If not, you know what we'll do. We'll just continue it on to tomorrow. We'll continue on to tomorrow, you guys. I'm gonna shower, wash this makeup off, wash my arse, and get ready for bed. Your girl, it's been a long, 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 long week. Long, 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 long week. Long, 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 long. Long, 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 long. I don't know why I'm saying that, y'all. I'm sorry. That's how you know I'm sleeping. When you start just saying crazy shit. I go for you. Oh, wait, too late. Oh, I go G for you. I go. I know what you said. I go GAY for you. Oh, too late, Jocks. I fucking love you. I appreciate you. Good night, fam. Have a good night. You too, sweets. I appreciate you. Thank you all for being here. Thank you everybody that donated tonight. Shout out to Oya. Also too doing her big one. And I appreciate each and every all of you guys' support. I think we. Oh, let's see. Maybe we could. Anybody else got any more kisses? Can we knock this out before we go or not? Anybody else have any more kisses? We may not have hit this goal, but maybe we can hit our gift goal before the night is over. Yeah, no, maybe so. Okay. So, so you been out there in the streets? It's still crazy out there in them streets. I feel like it stay crazy out there in them goddamn streets. Oh shit. Yes, it's still hot. It's still hot. Okay. Share with me. Where you at? Where you at? Where y'all be at? I'm probably gonna be asleep though. I'm gonna find somewhere to sleep in. Or you know what? Just message me. I was also looking at wigs. I don't make that kind of money. What kind of money? Come on, y'all. We are all kings and queens. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You do make that type of money. Okay. We're gonna continue. You gonna be live tonight, Department of YN? Go live right now. We'll come raid you. How long you need? Please no longer than like 2 minutes. You finna go live now? What time you going live? Thank you, Cycle Queen. Do you be cycling? Like cycling, like cycle class? Thank you. I appreciate you. I've been the first time my mom let me start wearing makeup, the first thing she let me do is do my eyebrows. Because her eyebrows used to be perfect, but she used to never let me put them together. Hey, come on. Rich bitch shit, okay? You're gonna get extra money. My thing is, what was I about to say? We just have to manifest it together. Right after I ended earlier to come watch. Okay, if you go live, are you gonna go live right now? Then we can come raid you. Rich activities, okay? Yes, people think they can change genders. The plot is gone. Genders is just a social construct, right? You do know that we evolve. You do know that just because we learned something at one time doesn't mean that we can't learn new information, that things can't change. That's why I don't get conservatism and tradition. Like, things are not going to stay the same forever, you guys. Okay. All right. Department of YN. I need a. You gotta tell me something before I get off. Like, are you gonna do it? Are you finna go live, or what time are you going live? So I'll know. All right. I'm not hearing nothing. Anybody got it? Maybe she put something in the Discord. What about gender? Some guy is hung up on his own gender. He lost his gender or something like that. Some guy in here has lost his gender. Yeah, gender. Okay, the Department of YN is live, you guys. Can our allies give us constructive criticism? That is a really, really good topic. Department of YN's in the building. Here you go. Let's go. Can somebody? It's me. Hold on. Damn, I'm fucking up. Let me type it. I'm gonna have to come up on the panel after I wash my arse. It's me. Or if you guys are already following her, we're about to do a array LAVEAU. My baby French or something. Okay. One of my mods, can y'all post it? Let me copy and paste so I can rewrite it again. Comments. Can y'all paste it? All right. Write that down. Y'all just copy that. It's me, Oya Lavieux. Department of YN. This is what it should look like when you go in. If you ain't follow her already, please do so. It's pinned right here, Jock Socks. It's pinned right here. We are about to go see her. First of all, you guys, let me make sure I say bye to my YouTube family. YouTube, thank you guys so much for joining us in tonight. We appreciate you guys as always. I hope you guys have a good one. Bye.